there, everyone. This is Kaleb, your beloved DM. I just wanted to quickly say a couple things before this episode starts. So, first of all, this episode was cut into two parts because the second part I have to put a trigger warning on. So part one of the episode is completely fine. It's just a bunch of chaos, as D&D tends to be. It was really fun to edit and really fun to play out. All of my players consented to this. We were joking about doing a concept like this before, and I threw it into the game as a joke, and we had some fun. Quickly in the game, things turned very dark afterwards, so to kind of separate the chaos from the drama, as you could say, I've put this video into two parts. Part 2 is coming out same day, so if you see part 1, part 2 is probably going to be at like an hour. So, you know, hang tight. I hope you enjoy both parts. And yeah, thank you. I'll see you guys all next time.
We're gonna pick up. I'll say it's been an hour and a half since Tanar'ri ran.
I can hear it in the text. No.
Oh god.
Too late for me.
Wait.
No, we can't linger on this forever.
No.
I mean, I do have a recording of it, but
Buddy,
Okay, send us the
have
recording
it.
later. Send us the recording later so we can focus.
I'm not doing it right now. Okay,
Nope.
just
I
Caleb
want-
continues.
Nope.
He isn't green anymore. What next?
No.
Was Korean? I'm so what?
Oh yeah, Tanar'ri's skin turned green last time. Because he drank a weird bottle from underneath the counter because he was looking for alcohol and he drank something random and it turned his skin green. And
That's hilarious.
but it wore off about an hour later. So it was a temporary effect. So everyone's back to normal. Everyone kind of went. You guys set yourselves up in the sort of weird hotel room area. Hotel room. I say that in very large quotation marks in the saloon.
Hostel?
Saloon. Yeah.
I mean,
It's
more
It's more
like
like
three
a
of us in,
creepy hallway that never ends, and then every door is
Yeah.
like a weird theme to it. I believe Tanar'ri ended up in a bounce house as well as Puud
Yes.
and Spark did.
yes.
And then
This is a
No,
weird
yeah.
love
Peirs
hotel.
ended up with
Here's
like
the
this,
water world.
yeah, Peirs is in like a water world kind of thing. Because the dice
Okay.
were just like in my favor. Okay. Okay. Oh god, I'm reading the chat right now, and I'm like.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Deep breaths. We got this.
Okay.
Yes.
I believe so.
Okay.
It's been about an hour. Tanar'ri, you're back to normal, and I, for the sake of it, are you done your little panic attack or whatever? I listen. There was a lot of stuff going on last time. I feel bad, but I don't really feel bad. That was kind of funny.
It was funny. Realistically, Tanar'ri would not leave if it lasted 24 hours. So.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
Originally it was 24 hours, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a nice beloved. Damn it, lasts an hour. You guys have spent about an hour there, just like getting your things sort of put in place because Wizard gave you guys free rooms. On just the fact that Puud was part of your party, and he was like, oh, each brother, I'll do whatever. Wow, hold up. That accent totally left me. I tried it. Didn't happen today.
Oh. Nope. Can't do
Nope.
Not again. Not again.
We're not doing
again.
this
We're not
again.
doing this again.
We're not doing this.
Yeah, we
it.
can't.
Bubbles
Okay.
are hard.
Listen, they are, okay?
We're not. We
Nope.
better,
Yeah.
but we
Okay.
can't do this.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm done.
Wizard
I'm sorry.
Long story short, Wizard gave you guys free rooms, so you guys do not need to pay while you're here. You guys drank a little bit, and then you were given some information. Spark had a temper tantrum about not being able to hit the board. Yeah, I believe. I'm just trying to go through things that happened. And you guys, it is still roughly around noonish now. So, is there anything else you guys want to do while you guys still have daylight in quotation marks, because you can't actually see the sky while you're in Bahara. But there's like these weird sort of, well, I guess in the swamp disc, it's less electricity and there's a lot more like torches and stuff that are lit up that you guys are a little bit more familiar with. That usually are like where you've seen them before. And like most of the electricity is up on the main disc, from what you can tell.
Okay.
So And so what do you guys do now? It's been about an hour. I believe. I don't know. Where do you guys want to pull back up? Do you guys want to meet back down in the saloon? We did not talk about what you guys were doing.
Yeah, no.
I have no idea where I am right now. So.
You and Hilda are in a normal room. We wrote down.
Yeah, you guys just kind of went
cool.
to like. It's just like you guys have your own individual rooms. So Hilda has her own space that she was sort of like you guys were able to like leave your stuff in. So you guys didn't have to carry around your packs. You were able to just carry around like whatever you need. Like take a little bit of gold with you. You guys, I want to say, I do not have the map prepared for you, but, for the sake of it, Wizard gives you guys a map of the city. So you guys have a map of specifically the main disc. You guys do not have and you guys have a sort of, like a weird scribbled map of the swamp disc, but it's not as professional as the one of the main disc is. I didn't finish it, so I'm not going to give it to you. I'll give it to you, like, after the game, probably, or whenever I get around to finishing it. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's all good.
Yeah, no. I was doing other things because YouTube was being a bitch today, and I couldn't get the episode up, but it's fine. It's up now, so it's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah. And I think...
Anything interesting on the map, or...?
From on the map, when you look it over, there, you can actually see, where the main gate is, where you guys were supposed to come in through, but instead you guys came in from the Thieves Guild, which is a small entrance which is not marked on the map. It's kind of just put into like this sort of like it's marked as residential where you guys came in through the Thieves Guild. So you could assume there's probably like an apartment space over there, and then the tunnel just happened to lead into the Thieves Guild. And you could see kind of the route you guys took to get to the elevators, which took you down to the swamp disc. You can also tell that there are kind of right around where you guys came out, especially closer to the residential disc, there are a lot of like inns and hotels. A lot of them are themed, and like they say it in the name. Like there's one that seems to be some sort of aquatic themed by the name of like Ocean's Shell, and then I don't actually have any of these names pulled up right now. Hold up, give me 1 second. So
is this place like Vegas on steroids?
It's basically Vegas, yes. For sure there are like casinos, and there's lots of different like bars that seem to be like some are more elven. There's like an elven wine sort of tasting sort of cafe. There's a halfling sort of like there's a lot of different cultures put here, and you can tell there's a lot of different sort of like bakeries that serve like mainly like gnomish dishes. There even seems to be like there's like many, I mean there's a lot of like elven and dwarvish influence here, but there's a lot of like, even if like you even see some that are like you even see one that seems to be a strange sort of like restaurant that does seem to be like a sort of chain. And it seems to have a small owl as a little it seems to just have a small owl on it as a little mascot. And it kind of and it seems to be right beside a sort of drow-ish, almost like edgy looking place.
I wonder what restaurant that is.
I'm gonna point down and be like, guys, we're going here for lunch.
It's really hard for me to like point this out, but it's basically like, okay, so like there's like, it's like you've got your whole like your like apartment spaces up closer to the outside ring that are closer to like the side of the mountain, and that's kind of the geometric shapes that you saw like carved into the mountainside going up the sort of walls. A lot of like there's squares and stuff for like poking out of the wall, and those were actual like buildings that people go and they live in, and those are like apartment spaces that are like sort of basically put into the walls of Fahara. And that's the residential space, and you guys came out around there. There's also a lot of weird buildings that seem to be attached to roofs, and like, or like they just seem to be made out of stone that's just come out of the floor, like they were carved in there. Bahar's a very beautiful place, and it's so weird and unique in this nature. There are a few like wood-based buildings that do look like the ones you've seen around outside, but those ones are much more rare than just the pure like rock and stone built streets that are actually like, especially on the main disc, you guys would have seen that they were very nicely like cobblestone. Like every like brick was placed down with purpose, making this like cool like almost like crisscross like knitted pattern sort of stone as you guys were walking around. I'm going to assume that you guys are gonna like team back up and maybe head to the main disc unless there's anything you want to do in the saloon.
I'm just gonna point again at the map to that Hooters place. That owl. And I'm like, we're going here for lunch.
For the Hooters. What is the fantasy name for the Hooters? Do we know?
Also, wait, is the place next to it Goth IHOP?
Listen, I wasn't gonna say these names out loud, but yes, kind of. It's definitely Goth IHOP.
Okay.
And Raven, because of where you were born, because you were also born as a big city cat, you would be very aware of some of the sort of like chain restaurants that are around here. So you know, the Hooters, the IHOP.
So Raven knows exactly what that is.
Raven, yes, you are very familiar. You're like, oh, I've seen that before. Like, you guys, like, especially in Hedgehorn and Rexstrom, they're like those two are very small and localized, and so a lot of the place is built on trade, and it's built on small family, especially Hedgehorn alone, which you guys might remember. It has a really big community heart, and so a lot of the businesses are very small, community-based. Bahara, on the other hand, is not that. It is capitalist. There is definitely a hierarchy of, like, there are some small businesses and, like, culture blasts. So if you want to go and you want to just super experience, like, what it's like to be, like, a Goliath, you can find that here. If you want to find, like, an ancient Dwarven experience or, like, what it's like to eat with, like, the Fae, you can fucking go and you can find that. But, you know, there's also, like, Fantasy McDonald's. There's definitely an IKEA somewhere.
Fantasy McDonald's.
Fantasy IKEA! Oh, there's an IKEA.
If I wanted to go to hell, I would have died. Okay, we're avoiding the IKEA.
There's an IKEA.
IKEA is a good place.
Wait, how big is the IKEA?
It's hell.
Listen, there's like there's more of like the less restaurant stuff. There is an IKEA, and it's quite large. It seems to be more pushed into the mountain as well. So you see part of it, but then you might assume that it goes deeper into the mountain just from where it's placed. And
do they have like
also
meatballs from the continent?
Oh yeah. I mean, actually, frick, hold on. I need to pull up something that I forgot to pull up earlier.
I say we just wander, like, hit things, like, one by one, like, genuinely. I want to hit, like, every place in the city. It's so cool. So, like, we could certainly head in the direction of whatever the weird owl place is, but, like, I feel like we should hit a bunch of stuff on the way. Like, really.
I mean, yeah. I've seen
like
Owl
great
Place
plan.
back home, and I've never been there, so it might be fun. Let's see what
Maybe.
it's about.
Okay, so we're gonna...
No idea what's inside. Owl themed.
Maybe. That would be cool. That would be
Right?
cool. I wish you had your owl with you. Wouldn't that be awesome? You could go in there and be like, hey, owl people, I brought my owl.
What do you mean? Bop is right here.
Well,
wait,
actually,
it is?
as you say that, you guys did forget him on Tanso, but
Oh
but because I had something planned and you're mentioning him, conveniently he flies through the door, causing poor wizard a little bit of a heart attack as he goes and hides underneath a table. And he comes and lands beside you, and there is a small note.
Friendly.
There's a small sort of note tied to his ankle.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna untie it and read it.
I'm not gonna write it
I'm
down.
looking over his shoulder.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it out loud then, because it's one sentence, and it's
Okay.
first of all, you recognize this isn't Daniel's handwriting. It's a little bit more scratchy and larger, but it's still like sort of neat. It's just like it seems to be written in a different handwriting, and all it says is next time you're in town, let's grab a drink. Feathers.
Oh!
Feathers.
Oh,
Okay.
shit! Sorry, that wasn't what Spark said, that was what Vari said.
Is there an address? I'll go right now.
Well, I think he means on Tanso.
Yeah, he said next time you're in town.
Oh, never mind.
That's what it says. Next time you're in town.
Is Luke?
Yeah, okay, definitely. There's
But-
time.
Anyway, your owl's there. You can leave your owl in your room if you'd like. You could probably find him, or he'll probably find a rat somewhere in the saloon to eat. As owls do.
I'll bring him with me.
You should bring him with you. All right, yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
bring him with me. He'll just sit on my shoulder.
All right, where are you guys headed first on the map?
I know, so Peirs supports Spark's plan of taking the scenic route to the Hooters.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can hit as many places as possible on the way, like invading small businesses and stuff. When I say I'm going to explore every nook and cranny of this town, I am not kidding. I am finding.
G is doing the D&D.
Someone's on a
equivalent of
backstory
pushing
hunt.
every button that's pushable in.
Yes,
I know.
I am pushing all the buttons.
What does this do?
I have my save point, and I am going through every freaking possible ending. I am completionisting this town.
First of all, if you guys check it over, if you guys, especially Raven, not Raven, Spark, you would recognize there is a Raven Queen's temple on the main disc that does seem to be placed kind of towards the outside of the town. And it, I guess for convenience wise, it was kind of on the other sort of there's there's where the entrance is, and then there's this sort of small sort of street that is just temple after temple after temple after temple for people of all communities, of all religions and whatnot, that they can come to this sort of one singular street and they can find whoever they want to worship and they can worship them. You could tell that there's one to the Platinum Dragon, there's one to the Raven Queen, you find one to the Sun God, and there's even one to Saloon there. It's a bit those.
Wait, there's a second one to Saloon up there?
Well, it's those are not temples. Those are those are just places of worship.
Okay.
They're not this. You're currently in the Saloon Temple. There's also it's kind of those are just statues that people can go and they can leave offerings.
Okay.
That's kind of the vibe.
There's probably less harm in that then.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
That's kind of neat, yeah.
Yeah. And if you guys want to get up and you want to walk through them to kind of, that's if you want to walk through them. Do you want it?
That's a trap. That is a trap.
I'll do
I
it.
would like to take it. I would like to take the route.
I would like to go through there to say something to Saloon.
All right.
Damn it.
Yeah, so for sure, Spark and I'm assuming this is Puud and Spark that are leading the way, and the rest of the party is just going to follow.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'll
guess
follow.
so.
Perfect. You're gonna follow.
I don't look like myself.
Yes,
myself.
I
Okay,
think- I
alright.
think Both you and Raven are still wearing Raven's wearing a tiefling disguise, and you're wearing a Black Panther disguise. Right? I think that's what you
Still
were.
beside Peirs.
Yeah. And
So, about those more infernal words, my friend.
Well,
You got-
we got some time.
yeah, as you guys are walking, you
Please.
guys could take the elevator back up, and it's clunky, and it makes a loud noise as you stop.
Spark
What?
holds Hilda's hand again.
Nails on the
We'll
chalkboard.
definitely hold her hand.
Love
Aw.
this sound. It's fantastic.
You sound better. I just tell you that quickly.
Haven't these guys heard of oil?
As you guys make it through, you do manage to see there's 5 or 6 different ones, but you could tell immediately that sorry, hold on, my tongue just stopped working for a moment. The sort of statue of the Platinum Dragon and the statue of the Raven Queen are the largest. And they are kind of right beside each other. And you could tell when you walk through, there's about 5 people at the Platinum Dragon one that just seem to be kneeling. None of them that you recognize, but all of them seem to just be sort of doing their own sort of small prayer. You can walk past the Raven Queen one, and there does seem to be also a couple people, that's about around 3 people that just seem to be standing. And 2 of them, one of them seems to be sitting in sort of a meditative sort of prayer state, while there's 2 that just seem to be sort of chatting. They don't seem to pay any mind to you as you pass. And there's
anyone I...
all three of them do look to be human in nature.
Okay.
All three seem to appear human in nature as you walk through. There is one to the hold up, what were the gods that I wrote down? I'm sorry. I don't have anything pulled up right now. I'm pulling things up and it's taking forever because my internet's being funny. Anyway, there's also one to Palos, the god of the god of the sun, and there is also one to Saloon, which is quite small, and it actually, compared to the one Palos, is actually larger than Saloon's.
Bullshit.
And then there's also one to a sort of a goddess that you guys, roll a religion check.
Anybody?
Roll everyone?
If you want, yeah.
I got this.
Because I don't, it's just a religion check.
I'm not very
Natural
good at
20.
Really?
Ooh!
Wow!
That works.
Well,
Yep.
actually, this would make sense. For you,
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. This, it seems to be a sort of goddess in a sort of, a very tall, feminine, almost elven-looking woman, but she doesn't have the pointed ears, it's just a very sharp facial structure. Okay, that's fine. A-okay, you launch down at that food.
I'm just putting it in anyway.
Okay. What were you doing? What did you say?
I was commenting on everyone's rolls.
Okay, hold up. Oh, right, I forgot we had a dice chat. I just had general open. Oops, I just heard natural 20, and I'm like, I'm just gonna tell you everything about her now. Like, at this point, yeah.
I mean, fair enough.
At this point,
I think I did the worst this time.
No, Spark got 16. You guys did, this one is, I think Spark, you're the only one who just kind of thinks that it's a pretty goddess lady. Yeah, and everyone else, you kind of know, you guys, you're literate, so you can read what it says on, the foot of her thing.
Assume that.
Right.
Oh, right, Spark's illiterate.
She's literate, I'm joking. But...
I know, I'm joking with you, I'm sorry. I shouldn't make that joke. But yes, this is the goddess of Seraphine. She does look elven in nature, by she's very tall and thin and has very sharp, facial structures, but she does not have any pointed ears that would point to her being, elven. But in her statue, her statue's made of, stone, or I guess it's more of quartz, as it's, a whitish color, as, those, ancient Greek statues kind of have,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in her forehead, her chest, and almost in a necklace shape on her chest are these large green emerald diamonds that just seem to be placed into the clay while it was forming. And she's wearing this very long, beautiful, flowy dress. And you, especially with your natural 20, and if you guys read up, this is Seraphine, the goddess of the skies. And she doesn't have a very large worship in the Draken Isles, but especially you, Peirs, you would know that Seraphine actually was very popular on the mainland. And she has very little influence here, but this is, it seems, her statue is actually quite small. It's roughly the same size of Saloon's, roughly. So hers is smaller as well. There doesn't seem to be anyone at her statue, but she's just kind of, it's this very tall, elegant woman. And she seems to just sort of be standing there, and her hands are outstretched, as they're almost the way it's carved, it almost looks like the fabric that drapes around her arms is blowing backwards in a way.
Nice.
And she just stands there with her hands outstretched. And Seraphine, the goddess of the air. She's well worshipped on the mainland, in Solcax specifically. Is where Solcax and Lugmel and are two locations that are close to where Peirs is, that very much worship her. So she's very popular on the mainland, is what I'm trying to say. And so it's kind of strange to see her here, because this is the first time she's made an appearance, that you could tell she's not, but she's, yeah. I guess that's what you know.
She's pretty.
Weird.
She's a
Yeah, haven't seen one of these in a little while.
she's very
Oh, do
known
you
for
know?
Here.
she's very known
Sorry?
for her like sort of power of like skies and winds and justice. She is basically seen as like a token of justice back in like where you're from. So like she was like, you know, do things for the right reasons. That's
Definitely
like,
not the army I was a part of.
well, okay. Listen, we don't need to get to your backstory.
No,
We don't.
Yes, we do.
That
What do
right
you
now.
mean? What do
no,
you mean?
I'm not
Yes,
saying
we do.
anything. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
That's
But yes, no, she was very much a token of like doing what's right and doing what's right no matter the cost, and very much she was a token of justice and peace and like equality. And so she was very popular on the mainland. Here, not so much as they have. There's once again there's like that she wasn't brought over as much as the dragons were kind of highly worshipped, and that's why the Platinum Dragon specifically has such high worship, because he was kind of brought over to the Dracon Isles. So that's why the Platinum Dragon and Balamont has such high worship here, as the Dracon Isles are very draconic based in sort of religion history, as you probably would know. And then the Raven Queen is also equally as worshipped, as basically there's just a lot of temples evolving. She's just popular, and there's probably, you could find a Raven Queen temple on every island at most. And then the sun and the moon are also, you know. So the sun, moon, and the sky are those three grouped together, are very smaller deities, but they're still worshipped in their own way. I'll say that much. But
Is there anyone at the Saloon temple or like more shrine?
no, there's no one's there right now. You do see though, at Palos' shrine, there is one person at Palos' who just seems to be kneeling in sort of a prayer.
Well, I'm gonna go sit down in prayer at Saloon's thing, in a competitive sense.
What?
Yeah.
Mark is gonna go kneel at the Raven, go chill with the Raven Queen. Not kneel, but like meditate a little bit.
I gotta pray harder than the fucking sun days.
Yeah, you do. Go crazy, go stupid. You gotta pray harder.
You actually, Pud, you look over at a sort of a goblin face that does seem to be sitting there quietly staring at you as it notices you. He doesn't say anything, but Pud, you recognize this as your previous competitor, Frog. As he just like looks to you and then looks back to Palos and just begins to pray even harder.
I'm gonna snap my fingers to try to get his attention, and then if he looks over, I'm gonna do like a revving motion, as if I'm challenging him to a fucking race.
Oh my! Oh, he almost had his hands like pressed together in prayer, and then you make like that revving motion, and he just puts one hand up and gives you a nice thumbs down, and then just puts his hands back together. He's like not breaking eye contact with you at this point.
All right, then I will flip him off and then start praying even harder than he is.
Make me a competitive wisdom check.
Oh god.
Woo!
Okay.
What'd you get?
13.
Just wisdom. Sorry, what? What did you get?
I got 18.
Oh shit! I got 19.
Oh! Ooh.
You guys are I mean, you Pud. You feel this sort of like warm presence of Saloon just behind you, and she just kind of like leans down. You hear like this sort of whisper in your ear as she goes, "So close."
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Peirs and ask, is religion always this competitive?
Not that I know of.
thought-
This is something I've never seen before.
Could I talk back to Saloon?
This is really weird.
You can say whatever you want. Yeah, her
It's a
shrine.
sight to see.
Should I cast a spell to help?
Oh no.
You feel a sort of warm, sort of like tickle, like run up the back of your neck.
I'll take that as a yes.
Oh god.
Should I try inspiring him?
And I'm gonna look over,
Or just let him do this on his own?
and then I'm gonna cast Confusion on Frog.
Oh no, he's casting a spell.
God, what do I have to roll? What do I have to roll?
Wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Oh no! That's only a 7!
Yes!
Is that cheating? I feel like that's cheating.
I think it is, but we.
What?
No, it's not cheating. It's
What
because
does that spell do
my god is
exactly?
longer.
How can he hear us from over here by the wind lady?
I am God.
An affected target can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior for that turn.
Oh no!
Boy.
You actually, I mean, we're not in combat, so you watch as he just, as this little goblin just like sort of puts down his hands and just begins to look around very confused and frightened as he like grabs onto the ground like, ah! And then
I should stop him.
you feel like sort of a small bit of like a small spark of like inspiration as Saloon is pleased with you, Puud.
Yes! Wait, do I get a point of inspiration?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? GM gives you inspiration for that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Should I have stopped him?
That, like,
That's
so,
good
I guess
for
that's
you.
I think that's just a D8.
I mean,
Take a
maybe
D8.
it would have been, but he kicked the metaphorical sand into his eyes in the fight.
Well, okay, that was my only 4th level spell slot, so now I'm out of those.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, jeez. Alright.
Don't get in a bar fight at Fem Hooters. Don't get in a bar fight at Fem Hooters.
Spark,
Goth IHOP.
Spark, you're gonna
wait,
go
I
sit
could've just
down
fucking cast
at the Raven
banishment on
Queen's
him.
temple,
What-
right?
No!
You're
What the hell?
Oh dear, what have I done?
Well, I can't do it now because no 4th level spell slots left.
Oh.
Next time, then.
Okay, Spark, you're gonna go sit down and do like a meditative state. Sort of like go into like
Crisscross applesauce. For 2
crisscross
minutes.
applesauce. You go, and are you sitting? There is one sort of male human that does seem to be sitting there. And are you gonna sit next to him? Like, how spaced are you? He's like almost dead center to the Raven Queen.
I'll just sit, relatively close. I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna sit, like, relatively close by, not trying to, like, get in his space, but, like, maybe if he's, like, muttering under his breath, I might be able to hear a bit of it, get on the right track, instead of just, like,
Are you going to try?
I'm just gonna chill there.
Are you just gonna like sit down quietly? Are you?
I mean, yeah, I don't want to disturb him.
Okay. I guess you can roll a stealth check, even though this really isn't stealth, but it's like he's like very focused in this meditation. So I just wanted.
I don't know. I have advantage on stealth checks, so I don't care.
It's very true.
Should I make a stealth check?
Sure. Yeah.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh, sick. Yeah, he has no idea that you're there. And he seems to be just coming out. I guess he'll say, like, he sits there, and you sit there with him, almost copying him as he sits there with, like, his hands sort of, like, his fingers interlocked. He's just sitting there crisscross on the ground, his facing her. His eyes are closed. He doesn't seem to be saying anything. And he sits there for maybe 2-3-ish minutes while this chaos is happening, just like a few meters down.
I will say, I probably give myself away because I start looking at Puud and giggling. So I probably give myself away.
He probably opens one eye and he looks over at you, like hearing you giggle, like and he almost gives you like an offended look, and then he looks at you, and then he like looks at you. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception?
If you're paying attention to the Puud chaos, what's your passive
15.
15? I'm gonna try to roll. Nope. Okay.
What?
You definitely notice him look at you, get a little bit nervous, and then stare. Like his head like looks over at you, kind of like almost offended that you're laughing, and then immediately looks back to the statue, and he just like keeps his hands together as he's like staring at like the stone now. He seems.
Oh, I don't look like.
Oh right, sorry, you don't look like yourself. Hold on. Rewind. He looks at you and he's like offended as he goes, is there an issue?
No, sorry, I wasn't laughing at. Oh god, I'm using my own voice.
Do you say that, Kaden?
She doesn't actually say, oh my god, I'm using my own voice, but she probably stops mid-sentence and then embraces it and continues going with, sorry, no, that's not what it meant. I was looking at someone down the road. No, I'm sorry.
Friends? He looks and he kind of just relaxes a little as he just kind of, he's very, you see him get much more tense as he hears you, and he just kind of, yeah,
You okay?
You sound vaguely familiar. It's fine. Everyone has different voices.
Familiar
And he
from where?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a long story.
I have time.
I don't. And he just looks back to the statue.
Well, I'm kind of new to, the Raven Queen kind of got cleric stuff recently. Could I maybe, meet up with you some other time and, talk about how you worship so I can learn? I don't really have a mentor or anything, so, if I could just, maybe that's a little invasive, but, I'd love to know how you do your worship and stuff like that, because, learning.
I'm pretty sure there is a Raven Queen temple somewhere on this island. I don't personally mentor people. It's a part of my whole family business, you know?
Do I recognize his voice?
Make a... Yeah, you probably would.
I do?
You probably would. You've heard this voice.
Is it him?
It's him. You've heard this voice many times before, especially when he says it's family business. That sparks a little something with you, as he doesn't seem to notice you, but he's very tense. He recognizes you, but he's not sure, so he's staying on his guard. But you could tell that there's he almost recognizes you. I rolled really bad on insight.
I understand.
He's not using a fake voice, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I get that. Family stuff. Oh god. Oh, she's so thrown off. Okay. Cool. Great talking to you. Great to meet you. Sorry for disturbing all of your stuff.
What's your name? If you don't mind me asking, I'd just like to know my fellow worshippers.
Hilda.
Hilda. I'm Sky. Nice to meet you. And he just looks back to the face of the Raven Queen, and he doesn't seem to be paying you attention to you anymore.
Does the rest of the party notice what's going on, or
unless you guys are watching Spark, which I believe Raven and Peirs, you're way down there looking at Seraphine. I believe Pud's not paying attention, so Hilda might. I don't know where everybody else is, unless you're heading back. You might, but I don't think this is something you guys would. God damn it!
Spark gets up after. Well, Spark before she gets up goes. Sky, where are you staying? I might pop by at some point. Even if it's not a religious thing, just to say hi. I like making friends.
Right. Well, I'm temporarily staying at the Greenleaf Inn. It's down. You'll find it.
Okay.
He kind of just clears his throat as he sort of presses his hands together, almost in a stretch. You know how you you go to crack your fingers kind of thing? He kind of goes and does that.
Okay, well, sorry for the questions disturbing you. Like I said, I'll probably go, since it seems like some people are causing trouble down there, so I'll see ya.
Right. And he he seems to glance over at the other two. One seems to be an older elven man, and the other one appears to be human as well. And he kind of looks back over at the two of them, and then back at you. And he just doesn't say anything. He just kind of shrugs it off as you agree.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, that's ominous, and I no longer want to be outnumbered.
And before you leave, he kind of leans in and he says, I'd rather us meet alone, though. So, if you can, send a warning.
Sure. Right, and she gets up and, like, she walks at a normal pace until she figures she's, like, vaguely out of earshot and then fucking sprints to the party.
Yeah, easy enough. They're probably, they're, like, just down the road. You run, like, maybe, like it's, like, 2 minutes, and you can, like, meet up with them.
Whoa. Why are you running? You okay? Look like you still have
Who's
ghosts.
that?
Person,
Barge, you okay?
Person?
You're really
Like-
pale.
Like, is that who I think it is?
Is there someone we're supposed to be avoiding?
No, it's not like you're supposed to be avoiding him or anything. It's, I mean, I probably am.
Take a breath. Do we need to move away immediately?
I don't
Do
think...
we need to attack?
No,
we're not. Stop.
No. This is in public, and he's not doing anything. I don't know if he would do anything. I don't know. It seems like there's 2 more next to him, and I don't know what they would do. But, they're from home. They're from home.
Did they recognize you?
One of them might have. I don't know.
Oh.
I think he did. I'm sorry. It's
No, it's fine.
It's okay. We should change your disguise. I have a spell that I could use.
You also, I believe.
We have more charges on the phone.
Yeah, I believe they have 3. Both of you
Once a
3
day,
charges.
right?
No, it's 3 charges.
I think it's 3 times.
I think it's 3
Yeah.
charges.
3 times.
Yeah, I believe it's 3 charges. It's my magic items. I hope I know.
We should change your disguise.
I don't know if. I don't think he's gonna come after me. He.
Did he try to get you alone? Did he try inviting you out somewhere? If he recognized you, he may act on it.
He's not a bad person. Well, he did. But only because I kind of I panicked and I tried to, I wanted to know for sure, and so I asked, like, hey, could we, like, talk about, like, religion stuff, because I'm new to this kind of thing, and, I asked, and he was like, well, I don't mentor because family business, it's always about family business with him, but, but I was like, okay, well, I might just pop by at some point just to make friends. So where are you staying? And he told me where he was staying, and then I was gonna get up, and he was like, well, if you want to meet, like, I mean, it feels like it's a personal thing, so we should meet alone. So and so yeah, but like I guess I kind of started it, and I really shouldn't have started it, and I think that gave away the fact that I am who I am.
Okay, so we avoid wherever he was staying. Easy peasy. Change your disguise. Get you to work on something. I don't know, a backstory.
Well, my fake persona's name is Hilda because I panicked.
I'm guessing that's the first name that came to mind. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's fine. We can have 2 Hildas. It's okay.
It's
2 Hildas. Hilda's a common name. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know.
I've only ever met
know
people that were
dwarf
named
names.
after, like, plants. I don't know. I don't know, maybe I... Is it terrible that I kind of want to go? Is that bad? That's bad. That's bad.
That is bad. That is a good way to get in trouble.
I mean...
It's not bad that you want to go. I completely understand.
Yeah, but this guy can't be trusted.
No, he can't. None of them can be trusted. You're right. I don't know what he's doing here. Before I left, did Sky was he like allowed to leave? Was he one of the ones that would go on supply trips, or is this new?
I believe Sky would leave before. When you 2 were planning to get married, that kind of stopped.
Wait. What the fuck? Okay.
Oh, sorry. Wait, did you not? Wait, I'm sorry.
Did you not? Well, it's fine. Spark hasn't actually bitten the bullet and made this connection out loud yet, so that's fine.
I'm sorry. That was just kind of like, yeah. When that happened, I believe Hilda's the only one who knows because I think you told Hilda.
I've mentioned offhandedly that I had a partner to Puud.
Right. You're right. So Puud would know.
But Hilda's the only one I've gone into detail with.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Look,
I don't think.
Get this guy is from home and that he's familiar, and you probably thought you were really close, but your family kicked you out, 1, and 2. I don't know. There's fishy stuff.
I mean, yeah, it's all fishy, but what if he knows? What if he knows about all of this? You keep saying that this is a cult and stuff like that. What if he knows? What if he knows the answers to why things aren't right? Or he could tell me why my mother did the things that she did, or anything. He has answers. I don't even know why he's here.
He could have answers, or he could be trying to drag you back.
Well, maybe. Well, I don't.
You said that you were part of a ritual a lot, right?
Yeah, but
what if they couldn't find someone to replace you?
They found someone.
I doubt. I don't know. I don't think you should.
Well,
I think you should stay away and.
If someone came with me? If someone came with me.
Okay.
But he said alone. Is it the
he said to come alone, so someone who is sneaky.
Who do we know that's good at hiding?
Yeah, Spark was literally like.
Tanar'ri.
You spied on me once before.
Technically, multiple. You know what? I'm not bringing that up again.
What? Okay, we'll come back.
Even I don't remember this.
No, I believe it's. You guys.
You tried to listen in on my conversation with Issa last session.
Yeah, but then everyone dragged you away because they were like, "We're not dealing with it." You tried to listen in on Spark more than once, but you weren't able to. But you did do it the one time.
No, I tried to make it look like I was going to.
Tanar'ri last time.
Right. Yeah, there was like that whole, you were like, oh, reverse psychology, haha. And I was like, okay. Right.
Well, I need someone who is not going to be seen because he said to come alone, and But I think the others, the way he looked at them, I think they might be from home, and I don't trust them as much, and so I think I need to have someone with me in case they try to do something, and, because they're...
You said there was 2? So let's bring
others.
2.
Can 2 of us sneak around like that?
I mean,
I like to think so.
I have this cloak now that kind of helps me a bit.
Okay.
Right,
I'm naturally sneaky. I don't need a...
Yeah, most of the party's pretty stealthy. I think the only ones who isn't stealthy is Hilda, I believe.
Yeah.
But Hilda, you roll pretty high on stealth.
Puud, I don't think is very stealthy either.
Rude.
Puud's pretty.
Well, is he?
Puud's.
Well, I'm small.
Yeah.
So at this point, would I have
what's your stealth
back
modifier?
My little escapade of whatnot. Stealth is +2. It's not that good.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, it's it?
I thought it was better. But,
I have a +8 to stealth. It's no Tanar'ri level, but it's still decent.
Okay. Mine's a +5.
Well, okay.
Jesus, wow, okay. But yeah,
whoever
generally the party's rolled pretty well on stealth checks before. So
if I look back, is the Raven Queen within viewing? Can I see the statue from here?
You can see the statue. You can see her head from here. She's quite big.
Damn. Okay.
But you can't you can't see him anymore, and you can't there's walls, almost like fences that are built up between them to have sort of private sections. So you
when
can't
did
really
he want to meet you?
I think where the place where he was staying. What was the name of that again?
Greenleaf Inn.
Greenleaf Inn?
Yep, Greenleaf Inn.
Greenleaf Inn? Did he give you a time?
No, I assume tonight. I assume.
Okay, so Tanar'ri, you come with me to keep an eye on.
I don't think we need to do it now. I don't really know if I can even mentally handle doing it immediately. Also, I assume he's probably still back there, so maybe I could wait a little bit. That's
I meant
fine.
tonight.
It's probably better to do it later in the day let's just
Later in the day?
Yeah, let's just leave this area and figure it out.
Can we go to the owl place now?
Yeah, we should go to the owl place.
It is
I
around
want to go to the
lunchtime.
owl place.
At this point, it's probably around 1 o'clock-ish, if not like 12:30, 1 o'clock. So it's around lunchtime if you guys are hungry, and you guys know where the sort of restaurant district is, the food district. You are also. Who's the map carrier? Hilda?
Yeah. Hilda.
Yeah. So, but you guys can navigate together to find. I'm not gonna make you roll. You guys have a map, so you guys can run. And as you guys sort of are approaching the food district, there's like the immediate smells of like freshly baked goods, like sugary treats. You smell sort of like there seems to be like a bard on like every corner, that's just like singing their own songs. And it's like, you know, when you like go to like those like, you know, when you go to like really big like food festivals, and there's like one stage, and then there's another stage like just like across the field kind of thing, you know? Like, I don't know if anyone's been to like, yeah, like there's like more than one stage, and then but they're like small, and so there's like a bard singing one, and then as you walk away, his like the song fades out, and you hear another song from a bard like up ahead kind of thing. And there's like this, you could smell anything from like baked goods to like ice cream, to like teas, and it's full of so many different cultures and so many scents in this place. As much as there's like small businesses that sell the best tea from the highest elven village, like deep in the Cryos village, to all the way to there's totally my brain just turned off. There's like everything from like a small sort of like cafe, elven based cafe, to like the Hooters. There's like
everything.
There's everything in between you can find down this street. If it's around lunchtime, you can already feel your stomachs begin to grumble. It's just a full, like, smells. The smells alone, you can almost taste the food.
Okay, where's the owl place?
I think it's up there.
I think food would be great.
Yeah, it's just up the street. And as you guys approach, you approach the owl place, which actually has like a few like 2 or 3 steps that go up to it, as it's one of the higher risen buildings that seem to be carved out of stone. And there's the big orange letters. It just says Fem-Boy Hooters on the top.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Here it goes.
And as you walk up,
Okay.
they're
New paragraph.
That's a weird name.
New paragraph. Well, this is its own thing. As you walk up, there seems to be this large man in like this in this sort of like white shirt with like the logo written on it, as he seems to be grabbing some like in this. It's a man with like darker skin, human in nature, but he has this bright electric blue hair, as he has this one guy from the back of the shirt, and he's tossed him into the street, and he says, "Do that again to my employees, and I swear to God I'll have your head."
Ooh.
And then the guy's kind of just like swaying in the street as he's just been like thrown out. He's like dusting himself on. He's just like, "Y'all just a bunch of pussies anyway." And he gets up and he just starts storming off in your direction. And he kind of like, as he walks past, he kind of like shoves you, Raven, just like in the arm. Like he just like shoves past you like aggressively.
Hey, buddy, you doing okay?
Who are you talking to?
A little angry for no reason.
Who are you talking to? There, he shoved you? Or
that's your blue hair.
Yeah, the man with blue hair, and he kind of sits there. He crosses his arms over his chest, and you actually see he is very muscular. Just like by the way he's standing there, he's got these huge biceps, and he kind of just like looks. And if you guys are standing at the bottom of the steps, he's at like the top. And he looks down at all of you, and he's just like, "It's just how business is." And he kind of sighs and puts on a smile. "How can I help you?" It's like a fake, like obviously he doesn't want to be here, kind of like customer service kind of smile. And he's like wearing like these like short, like orange shorts, that are showing something that maybe they shouldn't. This like skinny white.
Oh. I'll like look them up and down and be like, hey, just curious about the owl place, where my friends and I are hoping to eat here. Kind of like cringes.
He kind of takes a step back and he goes, welcome to Hooters, and he just like lets you in. Obviously, if you guys are going to be paying guests, he's not gonna.
Cool.
That.
Please don't kill me, beautiful muscular man.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
He looks you up and down, and immediately his eyes kind of change from that customer service style as he just kind of like looks you in like deadpan, like he's keeping a close eye on you now, Raven. And as you walk in, the place is full of men like him, skinny to buff, all of them in this tight-ass clothing, serving tables that are, if the place is doing moderately well, so they're playing like this like light pop music that seems to be like pre-recorded, blasting over like these thaumaturgy speakers, or maybe they have a bard somewhere, but you can't really see them. And the place smells most prominently of fried chicken, which is something that I think we already agreed did happen because Puud had chicken nuggets earlier. So this is something that is real.
Wow, this is not what I expected.
I'm uncomfortable.
I don't know how I feel about this.
This wasn't what I was expecting, guys. I'm so sorry. I thought it was going to be owls.
No, don't apologize. This is wonderful.
Wouldn't have brought you here if this is what I knew it was. I would have come here on my own.
We're already here. We might as well. It feels really awkward to leave now.
Maybe we'll get used to it.
I've seen a lot of stuff. I don't know if I'll ever get used to this.
You have
the army literally can't get used to Fem-Boy Hooters.
I'm not sure if I can mentally like handle this. Total. I am in such a weird place right now. This was not okay. Let's eat some chicken. Chicken.
This is a good distraction.
I mean, it's a distraction. It is indeed a distraction.
I mean, look at these wonderful employees, and I'm looking around. It's like, it's all guys.
They're all dudes in real tight clothing.
All men.
And as you kind of point out, like a
Raven does not have a great
shorter,
track record.
thin, kind of like elven boy kind of hops over, and he's got this spiky pink hair as he looks over. He puts his hands on his hips, and he's just like, "A table for 6?"
Yes, please.
Oh boy.
He kind of like with like 2 fingers, he kind of like asks you to walk, and he's like, he appears to be one of the few men that are wearing like a short skirt instead of shorts. But it's once again that still bright orange color.
Freedom of choice.
Exactly.
Caleb, I'd like to roll a stealth check.
Go for it.
Wait, are you running?
Tanar'ri?
Are you running?
Tanar'ri's gonna look up his skirt.
Just roll me that stealth check.
No, don't do that.
Snag
I am.
Oh my god, I've been blessed nat 20.
I am really.
Tanar'ri is
Be
gone.
careful. Tanar'ri's hiding.
As you guys are led to your table, it's like one of those like rounded,
Bye.
you know, like those corner tables that are like they're kind of like those oh god, what's the word I'm looking for?
Circle booths.
Booths, yeah, circle booths. You guys are walking to the circle booths, so you guys can sit down and get comfortable. You can be as close to the boys or as far away from them as you possibly want in this sort of setting.
I'll sit a modest
Tanar'ri's just not
away.
there anymore.
You know, I don't blame him. I'm not gonna get onto him for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really not gonna get onto him for that.
This is the one time I'm letting him go.
Yeah, I get it. Sorry, guys, I fucked up.
Tanar'ri, where are you?
No, don't apologize. This is wonderful.
So, Caleb, I'd
Where
like to look for their locker rooms.
What?
Yo!
Oh no!
No.
No! Don't do it!
I knew you were doing it!
Don't do it!
He's stealing the dagger metaphor.
Don't infiltrate!
You
We're not ready for you to infiltrate!
You actually start by like following the group a little bit as you guys pass by to like where the washrooms are, and then you kind of see like where there's like a room. There's like a room that goes into the kitchen, and you spot a door like just off of the kitchen, and you kind of like immediately like your thieves skills turn on, and you just like slip into the kitchen doors without making a noise. Nobody in the kitchen even sees you walk through, and it's probably like a good 10 to 15 foot walk from the kitchen door to where the locker rooms are. But you go and you walk in there, and they're and you're still stealthing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Immediately as you're stealthing, you manage to just slip in and hide behind one of the doors as there is like this sort of like dirty blue haired man. It almost looks like he tried to dye it himself somehow. And he kind of just like looks so tired and done with everybody's shit, and he has this huge burn scar on the side of his face as he just kind of like sighs. He kind of like tosses his bag to the side, and he just like starts putting on the uniform. So you're in there as that's happening. You can wait it out.
Tanar'ri's gonna watch, dude.
Please don't be the creeper. I am not comfortable with that.
Nope. We're not gonna. You can wait it out, but when he's done, and he walks in and leaves to go back into the hall where the rest of you can see this sort of dirty-haired, like elven man kind of like walk out of the back. And he just looks so done with everybody's shit, like compared to like how preppy and happy the pink-haired one was. This one with the scar is just looking so upset that he like this is a minimum wage job. He does not want to be there. Like, you know.
That hole. That hole.
It's hole. The one originally who took me to the table, he introduced himself as Luca. And then this one, everyone knows because my fucking TikToks. Yes, fucking hole.
Hi, Luca.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah. Kaleb, quick question.
Oh yeah?
Are there any uniforms lying around?
Oh yeah, you can probably find one. There's like a few lockers, and you go and you like quickly, like a couple of them are locked. You manage to find one that's unlocked, just like for convenience. You go, you pull it up, and there's a uniform with like the short skirt and then the tight top. It does seem to fit like a sort of 6 foot tall elven man that doesn't seem to be working today.
Okay, I'm gonna put that on. Go out to the table where my party members are sitting with a notepad in hand and be like, "Hi, my name's Ray.
Tanar'ri.
I'll be your server today."
Tanar'ri, no.
Tanar'ri, what the hell are you doing?
Tanar'ri, please, no.
Tanar'ri, that skirt is too short on you. That skirt is too short.
Tanar'ri, I fucked up. Please stop. I beg you. No.
What's happening?
So how angry that bouncer was.
I want to go home now. I want to go home now.
Tanar'ri.
Guys, you'll never hear me say this again, but I think we should just let him.
No, I can't.
As reference, Peirs is slumped over in the booth.
Just puts her head down.
He's like halfway down the chair, like.
Tanar'ri, no.
As you
fine. Do what you want, Tanar'ri. You're not gonna listen to me. But you know what? When that bouncer kicks your ass, I am not saving you. You're on your own.
As you guys walk up, there seems to be this sort of small, shorter drow boy that walks up with short black hair. As he walks up, he actually seems to have like eyeliner on. As he walks up, he looks up at you, Tanar'ri, doesn't recognize you, immediately looks back at the notepad, turns around and walks the other way. Like he looks
boy.
It's like anxiety kicked in. And she goes, and then turns and bolts the other direction. I told you, I'm filling this with my fucking, self-insert OCs. I told you this was gonna happen if you guys came here.
So when we said that the Fem-Boy Hooters was just Kaleb times 10,
I wasn't lying.
Kidding.
I was not lying.
Thief of hearts all over again. What the fuck?
I wasn't lying. I didn't lie to you. I said this was gonna happen.
What is happening? Okay, where is Kaleb? Where is Kaleb Prime?
He's the fucking manager.
He's a manager. Yeah, he's a manager.
Okay.
Straight up.
So
wait, let's call for the manager. manager, Caleb Primate, showing up. Also,
I don't think we need to bring in the manager here.
Did
we
our
agree
waitress
that
show
there's
up
just-
yet?
that
Or
there's-
waiter?
The waiter
Yeah, it's
showed
Tanar'ri.
up and then left because Tanar'ri was here.
Wait, now we don't get food! Tanar'ri!
Nori!
Well, Tanar'ri has a notepad and he's wearing the uniform, so I'm just saying.
He can do it.
Tanar'ri, what's on the menu?
Oh,
Can I
Tanar'ri's
get a
gone.
water?
there you are.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay,
Can I just get a water?
Tanar'ri, what's the special, Tanar'ri?
I
Do
mean,
we even know what's on the menu?
you guys were given menus to look at, and
okay.
that's why Owen would have come by to get your order. But you guys were given menus and you sat down, and this was about like 4 or 5 minutes that Tanar'ri was just gone, and you guys were like, I don't blame him for leaving, and then he shows back all dressed up for you guys.
Bold of you to assume this was for us in any capacity.
Oh, it was not. It was not.
This is a directly antagonistic action.
I knew this was going to happen, but I was trying to prepare for it, and it didn't work. I'm just saying.
No, I think I'd prefer to go back to the statue of the Raven Queen at this point. I am just.
Let's just
Oh,
order and
boy.
it'll be done, okay? Water.
If you guys want,
You know what? Fuck it.
you know.
Something harder. I don't care. Surprise me at this point. If
Ooh.
you can.
I like your style.
Okay, don't say that.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna grab the drink menu and look for the hardest thing in there.
There does seem to be some like light beers and stuff. There's not a lot of like hard liquors, but you could tell that there's probably one that's like a dark sort of dwarven ale that's on the menu. That does seem to be like just cheaply produced. So like, you know, it's like cheap produced beer that they sell here at a chain restaurant, you know. So you can probably find the hardest thing on the menu and then just like write it down. Or what you assume to be the hardest thing.
So I'm just gonna write down one dwarven ale. Okay, so any food with that?
Parm fries.
Yeah, they have that. You guys can literally name anything and I'm going to say yes.
I want parm fries.
Parm fries.
All I can think of is John Mulaney. Write that down.
Is there something else I can get you, sir?
Max, what the fuck?
Max! No!
Oh,
now I have to
God.
look at the Hooters menu.
Oh god. Wait, are we
Oh, I
actually...
would not get seafood from my Hooters.
Hi, YouTube audience. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
We're
Okay.
being authentic. Come on,
This is
guys.
supposed to be a one-time
Why
I'm
is one of them just
sorry.
a wise choice?
That's terrifying.
Fuck it, onion rings.
What's
Done.
Fuck it, onion rings. That's a fucking mood. I want everyone to just say one thing off of the menu. Everybody has to say one thing. Raven has ordered 2 stuff at this point. Parm fries and onion rings. And that's what you're getting. Everyone has to say
Right.
something.
Can I please get... Oh, I hate this. I hate this.
Just
Can
pick
I
something,
please
it
get
doesn't fucking matter.
boneless wings? Please? With
Guys,
spicy
I'm gonna write
I'll
that
share my
down.
fries.
I'm assuming you're writing down everything. Come on. Come on.
Oh my
Yes,
god, do I have to
absolutely.
take notes like this shit? Hold on.
I'm sure
okay,
if you
the
want. I
order
don't know
for
why
Raven
this is coming. Okay.
Was, if we have to write it
Please.
down, it's water and parm fries?
Yep. There's an ale, parm fries,
Oh.
onion rings, a water. Hey,
I'm ready to order.
Piers, are you gonna order anything? Hilda? Just name anything.
Could I get the Alaskan snow crab, as well as a key lime pie?
And it's the Alaska.
Could I get the churros, fucking snow crab?
God, churro. God, I hate you guys.
Crying?
I hate. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
Forever
you.
will be churros.
God, I hate you
Not
guys. I
stop
hate
churros.
the joke. My poor island will never know its true name.
Look how they massacred my boy.
If you can spring the Fem-Boy Hooters on us, we get to call your island churros.
That's
So
fair.
I would like it noted. I would like it noted that I write down churros and then realize, erase it, and write Cryos properly, but like it's very clear that something was erased there.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Yes. Okay, then I'm gonna say, is that anything else anybody wants to order? Or could we, like...
Wait, where's the drink menu?
A lake? The Western Barbecue Burger. It looks like it's got a dagger in it.
Oh, shit. No, fuck it, now it actually has this literal dagger in it. Welcome to
I'm gonna go look at that.
Welcome to Fantasy Hooters, man. Anything's possible.
Fantasy Hooters.
I'm gonna lean
where
over.
all your dreams come true.
It does have a knife.
Got a deal for you.
So I'm gonna lean over to Hilda and be like, "Can I keep the dagger?"
You don't deserve it.
You know what?
What do you mean? I'm getting you food.
Just for this, I would say in this singular instance, you do in fact deserve it.
What? What?
Aww.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Most
I mean, you
things Tanar'ri does, Hilda does not approve of. This one, she most definitely does.
Okay, and as everybody orders, I'm assuming at this point, Peirs is just getting, like, you're just getting a water at this point.
Make an account.
Yeah.
Unless someone wants to order something for him.
I ordered fries for him. You can keep
you
those.
guys can force feed Peirs, that's not a problem. So, with everybody's order taken, Tanar'ri, you head back to the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm gonna like watch the other servers for like a couple seconds just to like learn like how the orders are put in, and then I'm just gonna copy that.
Yeah, everyone seems to be sort of wandering back and forth and walking around, and then you actually watch the human with the blue hair actually goes and starts waiting tables after he's kind of had his like 5-minute cooldown break after just kicking someone out. Yeah, after a while you notice that they come up, they go, and they kind of give the order over like this like so small slot to the kitchen to go make the orders. And everyone kind of just like, and then whoever's in the kitchen just kind of goes like a yup or a thanks, you know, just kind of like, they're not really paying attention, they're just trying to get the food out as fast as they can, as, you know, retail food is. Size and I worked at A&W for 3 years.
Don't answer that. He's gonna sign you up for the Hooters mailing list. Do not answer that question. Do not answer that question. That is a trap. That is a trap that Max is setting for you. Do not answer that question.
Oh, I'm gonna actually die. Well, Hooters actually doesn't exist in Canada, so...
Now you're gonna die!
Oh no.
Oh my god! This is pure, unhinged chaos. Oh, I love it.
I live for this. I live for this chaos.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, why did I agree to this?
Agree to this? This was...
This was your idea.
Then
You're
I
the
said,
one who dug
fuck
the
it, it's
fucking hole.
canon that we made together. I'm not taking the full blame on this, but also this is pretty fucking funny, and I love it. Tanar'ri, as you walk back and you go to slip the order over into the kitchen, can you make a deception check for me?
We're gonna get kicked out of the Fem-Boy Hooters. Oh god. He's ready to commit credit card fraud.
17.
17. Yeah, okay, great. Wow, I'm rolling absolute shit. You're fucking lucky. As you go, you slip the order through, and then you kind of call like, table 13, and then you just hear a, yeah, just like the frying of things in the background. What do? You're just gonna stand there and wait for the food to be ready?
I'm gonna go pretend I'm waiting to other tables, but like only go to tables that I know have already been waited on.
When you, there's like, there's this one sort of like, like red-skinned kind of fire genasi that seems to be just like sitting in the chair as you approach. You gotta like pretend to take his over. Jeez! Okay!
You got this.
Like looks over and you kind of like walk up to try and like take his order, and he just looks over and he's just like, someone's already been here. You dumb? Actually, this man actually starts looking you up and down, and then he kind of stops and he goes, "Sorry, you're pretty cute." And then he just like, he like definitely does like that flirting smile as this sort of like fire genasi gentleman is just like laying it into you as you're just like standing there with the notepad. How you reacting?
So, sorry, he's what race is he?
He's a fire genasi. You could tell kind of like by like the reddish tint to the skin, and there's like, stop! You can't make that to kid jokes around me. You cannot. This is illegal. Fucking you, little I fucking know exactly that frame in that episode.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, fucking.
I can edit this picture to look like Peirs.
Please do.
Yes, do it. But I want to see how this goes down.
Do it. I dare you. Do it. I dare you. Do it. I dare you.
Do it. But I'm invested in this conversation.
Dante, this has to be your profile picture when Alycia finishes it.
It will.
You fucking, it better.
I'll make it on fucking every platform I have.
I'm holding this against you. Okay, hold up, where was I? Yes, this man is Fire Genasi.
Fire Genasi.
The Fire Genasi, he kind of has like a reddish skin, and his hair is kind of like, does seem to kind of like move, almost like his hair itself is kind of like fiery. Like, it like almost seems to like move on its own whenever he like moves his head. And he just seems to be like sitting there casually just trying to flirt with you. Which I'm not sure how often Tanar'ri has been flirted on, but...
I don't think ever.
This is the first time, and it's just like some gentleman that just seems to be like really laying it into you, just like, oh man, you've got like real nice legs, and you know, I wouldn't mind like, yeah, hey, what's your number, you know, like, and he's like where you staying?
Calling Tanar'ri.
I'm just gonna say, you're not bad yourself. Write something down on my notepad. Wink and walk away.
And he actually, like, you see the man kind of, like, lean out on the table, and if you guys are watching him, you actually watch as this man kind of, like, sort of, like, does that sort of sigh and then, like, leans into the table where it's, like, he's, like, resting his chin, like, he's just been, like, flattered by an angel.
Oh my god!
You know?
Oh god.
So
Okay, I'm going to hand this...
But, sorry, what are you doing?
I'm going to hand this page into the kitchen, and on it, all that's written is whatever the hottest thing on the menu is.
Oh.
Yeah. Make another deception check for me.
$15?
As it comes through, they're kind of so it's like a stop. It's like someone you don't see the man behind the kitchen wall. And he just kind of pulls it out, and then all you hear is Levi. And then like the man with like the electric blue hair kind of stops, and he goes, and he kind of like he's talking to like a table right now, and he goes sorry, and then he calls over like the little drow boy to come cover him as he walks around to the kitchen. And he kind of approaches you, Tanar'ri, and then he kind of stops. And then he looks at you, real confused, and he's just like, what do you think you're doing?
Oh.
Stop it, just say what you put in the chat!
Yeah, that's the whole
Dante,
thing.
but you
Dante's breathing into the mic, and I'm imagining that it's Peirs breathing heavily.
Anyway, it's just funny, I can hear you laughing. Sorry.
I'm handing in that man's order? Sorry, I'm new here. I haven't worked at a place like this before.
Committing to this, you're committed.
Technically the truth.
He lets out like a small laugh, and he's like, right! So you're new then. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! I had just written in that he pulled it off, and now I need to delete that.
Oh no.
That's a nat 20.
Fuck! I got a nat 20! How do you do
so many nat 20s today?
Well,
oh my god.
Okay. What? We both got. Hold got natural 20s.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, so technically my roll is 27.
Okay, 20. I don't think 27 beats my 25. Okay. So yeah, no, you actually watched, and it was like his arms are still tightly crossed in front of his chest, showing off his like immense, like, you know, beautiful pecs. As this character's pecs is like my entire personality. Nope, Kaleb. Okay. He goes and his arms are still crossed across his chest as he looks down, and it almost looks like from underneath his shirt, this like metal arm stretches out to go and grab your ankle, and you manage to just like duck and like step out of the way as you see this sort of like claw reach out to grab you, and it pulls back and retracts into his side as he's just standing there, and he's making direct eye contact with you. And it's straight till he's hiding whatever he's wearing underneath like this like tight clothing.
What?
Tanar'ri, let's roll for initiative.
Okay,
Oh,
does anyone else initiative?
I don't think
If
anyone
anyone of
knows.
you watching, you guys can roll for initiative as well, but this is strictly
Oh, I'm not doing
just-
anything.
This is strictly just between like
I'm just
I
gonna
told
watch.
him. I
I'm
told
gonna
him
watch.
if he pissed off the bouncer, he was on his own. So you know
Okay,
what?
so we're just watching? We're just watching
We're
this?
watching.
Alright.
Alright.
He's gotta learn.
Alright.
Okay, wait. How close is he?
He's roughly like 40, 45 feet away from you.
Shit.
You can get
well,
closer
okay.
if you want. You're not tied to your table.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend to go to the bathroom, and then when I get within 30 feet, I'm just gonna bless him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Bless.
Okay. Hold on, I have to pull up my initiative. My
And
initiative
then I
roller
can
now.
Dual time.
And then I can target 2 other creatures, so I'm gonna target,
Can I join initiative, but then choose to not do, like, because I know.
Yeah, you can
I
roll
would
for
like-
initiative and then choose not to do anything. If that's what you want. Oh, honey. Honey.
and 2 other of the cute servers.
Okay, so that's gonna put.
Time to duel.
Okay, wow, I'm rolling really good on initiative.
Oh, is this how Tanar'ri becomes indebted to the Fem-Boy Hooters?
Oh god, this is gonna be his indentured servitude.
No.
We're gonna have to liberate
know
the
what,
Fem-Boy
yeah.
Hooters because Tanar'ri is an idiot.
Listen,
Listen,
I wouldn't
gave
call
you
this
guys-
Tanar'ri being an idiot.
Wait, do you know what would be fucking perfect?
Sorry,
It's just-
so hold up. Paige, are you gonna roll for initiative? If you guys want, all
Yeah,
of you can
I'm
roll
trying,
for initiative
sorry.
if you want. Pud, Max, can you roll for initiative for Pud as well?
Sure.
Just because you did bless him. So, I'll say you can get that for a free action as you see this kind of happening and you kind of like step a little bit closer to bless him. But because you did do something, I want you in combat just as well. You could skip your turn if you don't want to do anything. You could just feel like I skipped my turn. Oh Jesus. Okay. Wow. I mean that's about right for you. So can I have just everyone roll
everyone's
for
rolling
initiative?
Okay, we're all rolling now.
Sure.
Goddamn it.
I mean, you guys could just feel like I skipped my turn if you guys don't want to do anything because I don't
All right.
blame you.
Wait, DM question.
Fuck.
Okay, cool.
Okay, when this starts going down, does the center floor just kind of drop down into a gladiatorial arena?
I wish. No, that is not the case.
I'm not even joking with this fucking initiative.
Oh my god.
Dude!
What?
Oh
That's your
my
second
God.
natural 20 of the goddamn... So you've had 2 natural 20s, Tanar'ri's had 2 natural 20s, I've had a natural 20. What is in the water today?
I don't know, D&D Beyond is just
Magic.
being really nice to me, I guess.
Jeez, this is
Maybe
amazing.
it's like
This is
yourself.
absolutely amazing. Well, Peirs, it's your turn first in initiative. So if you just want to keep there sulking in your seat.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
exactly what I will do.
So
D&D Beyond
immediately
gave me a
after
natural
you,
one. Fuck you.
with
Fuck
a
you guys.
19, as well, is Raven, because I believe Raven has a higher dex. So
Yeah, I've got max dex.
yeah, so you're good. You can go now.
Alright, I'm
unless
gonna
you-
sit there
You're just gonna sit
and I'm
there.
gonna laugh at Tanar'ri.
Hell yeah. Now it's Levi's turn as he kind of like looks back at you, and when he sees you dodge, he's going in for another attack as he's going to like stretch up like this sort of like almost like Dr. Octavius kind of arms as they kind of go and they slash out to try and grab onto your wrist this time. Make another dexterity saving throw. Okay. Tanar'ri. There we go. Dice. Dice ASMR.
I think my dice might finally be in my favor because that's another nat 20.
Yeah! Okay, yep. But I didn't roll a nat 20 this time, but I rolled still pretty well. It was a 20 total, but still, you still get out of the way. I mean, you are a rogue, again, so I'm not surprised that this is hard to get you, as he goes and slashes down at you, but he's going to go for another arm, so make another one. Because he's got two.
This is where I'm gonna get like a nat 1 or something.
Grab you, and then he goes in for another one. Like there's like another arm that comes out, and his arms are firmly crossed across his chest the entire time. As these arms are like moving on.
That one is a 23 total.
23. Yeah, that fucking you still passed by 1. I got a 22. So yeah, once again, these arms kind of go to like grab at you. And you were just like slipping out of the way, like you were using all of the dex skills that you could possibly summon. But as you do this, I guess we're going to go in and you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
I know some level I get proficiency in that, but I don't remember what level that is.
Remember, whenever you make... Wait. Has Bless taken effect yet, or no?
Bless wouldn't have taken effect. I would ask you to do that on your turn.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry. Sorry. I believe, sorry, I believe this, you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I was hoping I would get a third nat 20 in a row, but I only got an 8.
Oh. Yikes! You feel, Tanar'ri, as you were doing so well, you're almost getting cocky as this man can't seem to grab onto you. And then you hear like this sort of small whisper as you look over, and the sort of this young drow boy has his hand outstretched, almost in like a finger gun motion, as he's cast Hold Person on you, and you were paralyzed for the next round until it's his turn again. So now it's Spark's turn.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Yep, cool. And now it's Holt's turn. Holt is going to walk up to you, and he's going to, because you're paralyzed, you can't really go against this, and he's immediately going to hold you in a grapple. This man is short, but he's got, like, some muscle onto him, as he's just going to hold you into a grapple. Yeah, and, I guess, can you save against that? Hold on, I have to look at the spell. I'm saving to paralyzed. No, you're paralyzed. So I don't think you can really save against this, as he just goes and he wraps his he kind of like grabs you by the wrists and like holds you there. Then it's Hilda's turn. You're just watching this happen. They don't seem to be going in to kill him. They're just trying to subdue him. But it's what you can tell. Obviously, no one really wants to harm anybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer. But that's gonna be it for now, just to kind of figure out, like, what's up.
That's fair. Yeah, you can move in a bit closer to, like, some other tables.
Really trying to kill him, I figure the worst that could possibly happen is they kick him out and find him.
Yeah, alright. Well, then now it's Tanar'ri's turn. You are paralyzed. I don't think there's anything you can do on your turn. Nope. But now it's Puud's turn!
Yay, okay. I'm gonna cast Bless, targeting, Tanar'ri, the blue-haired man, and, Owen.
Oh, cute. Okay, sick. And that gives us advantage on... is that plus the d4?
Bless up to 3 creatures, whenever they make a saving throw or an attack roll, they get an extra d4.
Oh, okay, that's what that was. Okay, I get a little confused sometimes, I have to ask. Alright, now it's Peirs' turn.
Yeah, just keep watching.
Yep, cool. Raven's turn. You just gonna keep laughing?
Yep.
Alright, Levi's
Wait,
turn.
I'm gonna call dumbass.
She's gonna yell at him. And now it's Peirs'
We
turn.
can rescue him
sorry,
after
not
this.
Peirs' turn. This is Levi's turn
Do we
as
have to?
Yes.
Fine.
as Levi kind of reaches out once again with like the claw. This time, he as you're paralyzed and unable to move, he goes in, grabs, and then the metal claw wraps around your ankle and then releases as it's just like almost like the hand, like the claw part of it is still attached to your leg, but the arm part like goes and retracts back into him. And now there is almost like a house arrest bracelet trapped around your foot that now begins to sort of glow with this almost like seems to pulse with like this green energy. And Levi kind of sighs and he goes, "Well, you want to work for us?
Oh,
I make you work for your place." And with that, it becomes Owen's turn again. So the whole person spell fail and it wears off. So because it's just one round. Yeah. So you can move again, but you are still held there by Holt, who still has his arms around you. Are you gonna struggle? What are you doing? I'm leaving this to you because I don't think anyone else can do anything.
I'm just listening
You're just
to
listening?
what this man has to say.
So you're not gonna try to struggle and get out of the grapple?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, I think with that, Levi kind of like notices you've calmed down and like kind of does like a nod to Holt as he kind of like releases the grapple then. And then he kind of backs up a little bit, but he's still in close range. But he's back. He's kind of giving you your space. And he goes, "You know, we've got a hostel upstairs. We've got change rooms and clothing. You're gonna work here until I feel like you deserve to leave."
That's
Uh-oh.
And he smiles and he's just like, "From this day forward, you're gonna call me boss. Alright?"
Let's say, and you will call me Greg.
Alright. Greg, I don't believe that is your real name. But I can ask your friend what it is. And he walks over to your guys' table as the food kind of comes out. So he grabs the tray and he walks over to your guys' table and he says, "Sorry about your friend." And he just hand you guys your dishes that you guys ordered earlier.
Yeah, we are too.
what? Well, yeah. So, wow, this is a day. This is really a day. Hi, sir. Can I call you sir? What pronouns do we prefer?
Sir's fine.
Sir,
my
hi.
name is Levi.
Nice to meet you, Levi. My name is Spark. The thing is, our friend over there is an ass. He does this kind of thing, like he acts up, and we kind of is on us for not being better handlers, but we kind of need him. So if you could we don't have a lot of money, but we have some
That's
money.
not true.
We have some money. I'm being smart. But we have some money, and we could give that to you in order to get our friend back, please. That would be great, because we need him. That's sorry for the inconvenience. But we were on good behavior. We didn't intervene.
Make me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Well, I did it.
Shut up, Pudge!
No, I did intervene. I cast Bless on you, by the way. I just want to let you know that. I wanted to help you out to help calm down our friend.
Because he would have known that I cast Bless on
Yeah,
him.
he would have. And he kind of looks over and he's just like, "Thank you."
Okay, that's not terrible. A persuasion check?
Yeah. With disadvantage.
Well,
kind of looks over at you, Spark, and he says, "You can use the money you have to pay for your bill." And he pat, and you kind of leave, and he kind of does a small pat on the table as he kind of turns to walk away, and he goes, "If anyone you want to tell me his actual name, I might lower his
Levi,
sentence."
sir?
Wait,
I was just wondering, how long do you plan to keep him?
till he deserves it.
Okay, that's
yes,
not an
he
answer.
deserves it, but I'm just wondering, how long do you plan to keep him? Out of curiosity.
Keep
Are we
it
talking
borrowed.
like hour, day?
Year.
You can borrow him, but we kind of need him back.
Until he
He may
repays
be a
his debt.
dumbass, but he is a useful dumbass.
Okay, how
big
long is it gonna
his
take
debt?
for him to repay his debt? He didn't break anything. He was working. He took our order. It was great. So he can't be like that big of a debt, right? Right?
We'll see. I haven't quite made up my mind yet.
Is there
Caleb.
anything you can do to
Yeah.
lower it
Yeah.
in your eyes?
Make a
Caleb.
persuasion check for me. Yeah.
Oh
I'd like to roll a stealth check.
Yup.
no!
Go for it, buddy. And you're
Okay.
rolling it with disadvantage now.
Am I rolling it with disadvantage?
No. Just the self check is. You don't have disadvantage because yours was a little bit more convincing than Sparks was. I'm sorry.
That's
Okay.
13 on the stealth.
Where are you heading?
What are you trying to do?
I'm literally just trying to disappear. Just break any line of sight and vanish.
To the wall.
Can we 24 for persuasion?
24 for persuasion though might make up for that.
He kind of sighs and he goes, well, I'll have him for the day at least, depending on how. And he looks over and you roll the 13 and you go to just try and disappear. And he goes, and then you actually like feel like your ankle just stops and make a dexterity save for me.
Oh no.
We can do a day. A day is fine. We'll come
Still
back
under
for
the
it.
influence of Bless, by the way, so add a d4. to
Yes,
that.
you do have, you are still underneath the effects of bless. So you get a d4 for that.
Oh, so I get an additional D4? Okay,
Roll that d4.
that could very easily equate to the equivalent of a natural 20. That literally added up to a natural 20 overall.
So just
a
so it's a
non-natural?
non-nat 20. So you got 20 overall. Yeah, which is enough because you feel your it almost feels like your foot just stops and you go to like trip forward, but you manage to catch your balance and so you don't face plant like you did last night, like you did at the saloon earlier. Yeah. So you managed to catch yourself this time as he looks over and he sighs and he goes,
We could do a day.
"Well, if he keeps up
Spark,
this
we can't
fuckery,
do
I might
it.
need him for
We need him by
another
tonight."
few."
What did he say?
I'll
What
work.
did he say?
I'll work
Caleb,
half.
just to clarify,
Yeah.
when I say it added up to a natural 20 overall, I mean I rolled an 18 plus a 2, and then the dex
So
save plus 7 as well.
Okay, so it's but so that was enough to keep you from falling
so.
on your face, is what I'm getting at. I was just.
So what did Levi say?
Levi said, "Well, I might need him for more of it, for more than a day if he keeps up this fuckery."
Well,
I'll work half of
Probably
his
will.
shift.
What?
I,
Raven?
I
I'll
will
work
look-
half his shift. We need him by tonight.
We do. It's
Well, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
Hey, he looks you up and down, Raven. He goes, "You sure about that? I've never had a tiefling work at this establishment before."
Oh, that's right. You don't look like yourself.
Can I,
But probably
Yeah.
that would be better.
wait,
How
can I
hard could
work
it be?
here?
Can I ask him if I can work here? Cause I...
Yeah, if you want to work there too. He goes. And he looks over at Peirs as well. And he's just like, "I'll take the 2 tieflings and the cobalt." And then
Sir,
hold
look-
up, whoa!
look-
There goes my tongue. He goes, "I'll take the 2 tieflings and a cobalt."
Sir,
Take all the
look,
guys you
look
have,
me
and
dead
then-
in the sir. Please look. Look, I will give you all of the money I have to not work here.
Wait, have you seen his abs? They're actually like
Stop.
really impressive.
Spark, stop. Spark, please stop this.
Sorry,
Listen, Spark,
sorry.
please.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. It's okay.
He's chubby. You don't want him.
Yeah, you
He
really
kinda
don't want
says
him. He has
he's
a
just
bad
like-
attitude.
He kind of stops, he sighs, and then all of you feel this clamp around your ankles from underneath the table. And he goes,
Including
"You
me
guys
and
have
Hilda?
all of you, this is including Hilda and Spark." And he goes, "There's a locker room. All of you guys have an hour to make 200 golden tips,
Okay, but
Go.
question. Can we
100
or
eat our
he's
gold.
mine."
Can we
In
eat our
tips?
food first?
No, we don't have time.
I'm hungry though. I want.
Well,
You
we'll
guys-
eat afterwards
you gotta
when we're
eat-
not stuck here.
I mean, he's like, you can eat if you want, but that's gonna cut into your hour. And he just turns and he walks off. But the door is open, and he kind of points to where the locker room is.
All right.
Okay, Raven's gonna go down there.
Yep.
What kind of uniforms are available?
They're
Okay.
All right, what if you have to
Fem-Boy
fucking
Hooters
drag
uniform,
Peirs?
You know?
I mean,
Peirs,
there's
if it
variety, I'm
helps if you
sure.
don't look like you have to attune to it. God damn it. Never mind.
His head is on the table.
Peirs, come on.
Yep. There's
Okay,
like
Peirs,
you have a
Peirs,
choice
I could
between
give you, like, 20 gold.
between short shorts or short skirt. I'm not
Peirs,
sure
if
which
you
one's
give me like
Tanar'ri
20
choice.
gold, I'll put it in the tips.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna.
didn't even get the choice, but I will
hold
take the skirt.
up
All right,
and
yeah,
I'm
there
gonna
you go.
hold up the shorts, and I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, which one? Who's gonna get more tips?
Skirt.
The skirt.
Probably the skirt.
Okay.
No, because watch
Skirt.
this, watch this.
And I'm gonna put on the skirt, and then I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna like flip my tail, so then the skirt like poofs up. So then you get like somewhat of a view.
I mean, kobolds aren't generally known for wearing clothing. You're just a fun exception. So I mean,
Oh wait, no, so I can be. Yeah, okay, I'll just be nude.
so you know,
Okay.
kobolds are just scaly all over.
Also, Raven, you don't actually have to put on the outfit. We can just use our things. Like, Spark uses a charge and uses the same Tabaxi base, but with the Hooters outfit on it with shorts.
Yeah, that
You can just use
guys,
magic.
You can just do that. No, I mean,
The black leopard Tabaxi.
also, I want you guys to know that you guys are allowed to add the Fem-Boy Hooters uniform into your inventory when this is done.
Yes! Wait.
Oh, good. I was gonna steal it anyway.
Of course you were.
What?
Of course you were.
Wait, I can't decide if I want short shorts or a short skirt.
This is.
I feel like you would rock the skirt. I feel like you would.
All right.
Thank you.
But
But we are
you have
losing
these,
precious
like,
time. We are losing precious time.
Um,
Just put on pants and let's go.
No, pants will get us less tips.
Oh my. Okay, maybe that's correct. But look, we could. Okay. So wait, hold on.
Underwear, I've only got boxers.
Where do we consolidate our tips? How do we prove that they're tips? Like, could we put our money in the tip jar and then just immediately get out of here?
You
We
could
need the bills.
if you
That's
wanted.
what the tips are on.
Yeah, the tips are usually all on bills, so you have to go around and you have to actually serve and get tips.
Oh, so the
from people.
tax stuff. You know, the one,
Yeah.
not even a real tip, it's the tax stuff.
You
Okay.
guys could put money into a tip jar and say, "Oh, look, we made 200," but because of fantasy
I thought it was
billing
100.
process, or it was 200. I said 200, right?
Oh, I thought it was 100. Oh
it was
god.
200,
Okay.
I believe.
I heard 100,
I
but
heard
200
100.
makes things
I heard
worse.
100.
Did I say 100? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking between 200 or 600, but I thought 200 would.
Okay,
be
we
nicer.
can do 200 then. We can do 200.
Okay, because I was gonna do 100. I was gonna do 100 gold per person,
Oh.
but I was thinking 200 in general. Unless you guys want to do.
No, it's okay.
We're
We
gonna
can
do
go on
200.
easy mode. We don't need. We don't need.
We're gonna do
Okay.
200. Trust me, it's fine.
Can I do something real quick?
Yeah.
It's 1 hour to get 200.
1 hour to
I
get
want-
200.
I want to cast Sending, targeting Wizard, and ask him to, like,
Bring the crew.
Could you come down to Fem-Boy Hooters? I will pay you money afterwards if you
Give
tip
us
very
tips.
heavily.
That's
Who
such
are
a
you
good
asking
idea.
for? Are you
That
just
is such
asking
a good
just
idea.
him to come? Or are you asking to?
Yeah,
Are you asking?
Wizard, yeah. And I'll cast it again and target Lizzie, because,
Are you asking? Oh, so you're asking just him? Because I was just like, he could just ask Lizzie while he's there.
Oh, yeah,
for
good
his
point.
help.
Call Daniel. Tell
Good
Lewis
point.
to get his butt over here. We need his help.
Island. They can't come here. And Daniel is stuck. He's all dragonified. He can't leave Tanso.
I know that, but his boyfriend's fine.
What are you gonna do? Fly here?
Okay.
We need help.
I mean,
Well,
guess
they're
he
all.
has
I guess
wings.
we could. Just get the
So,
saloon
Caleb, well, they're all
It wasn't
bickering.
me to
Yeah.
piss someone off for once.
Yeah.
We
Well,
need
they're
to
all-
Well,
go
they're all
make money.
bickering. I'm going to go serve that special spicy meal that I
Good.
ordered to the fire agency and be like, "Oh no, there's a spot on your table that got missed." And I'm gonna grab a cloth and like lean over the table and like
I hate
intentionally
this.
have the skirt riding up
I hate this.
Oh,
and clean the
This is
table.
cruel and unusual
Yeah.
punishment. Did Peirs ever come to the back, or is Peirs still sitting at the table?
He probably was like completely hunched over, staring at the floor, slowly walking in, like the most defeated you've ever seen a person.
Why did we do this to him? Tanar'ri, what have you
all
done?
to yourself, because I was like, there could have been there could have been many outcomes, and this was one of the ones that I planned for. So I'm very happy we get to play this minigame.
I hate that this is like a restaurant minigame. This is exactly what this is.
This is.
Oh god. Okay. I have put on my disguise. I don't know what a restaurant. I don't think Spark has ever really been to like a restaurant before.
Oh god, I know. But I mean, you can look around, and there are about 3 that are that there's Holt, Owen, and Luca who do seem to be working, and you guys could kind of take tips from them. But because you guys are going to be waiting tables now, Levi has asked them to just step back and take a break. So a lot of them are just kind of like hanging around the back now. They're just like chilling and talking.
Okay. I'm in the skirt uniform. What tables need to be waited? Make a perception check for that, or?
There are. I'll say right now, I'll say for the clarity of it, there are 6 tables right now that need to be waited. Nice. So one for each of you. Tanar'ri did get 1 point up for doing that nice display. Jesus Christ. So
okay. So I want to add that this version of my disguise is has bigger badonkadonks.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. No,
because this is a Hooters.
I'm not going to tell you guys how many tips you make because I have sort of a counter going, and so the moment I add tips to it, I'll just tell you when you have enough. Because or I'll tell you when the hour's done. Basically.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's basically
one at a time.
Because either the hour's going to come up, or you guys are going to get enough tips. I have a certain number of customers that are going to come through. You guys are going to wait all of them, and then I'm going to, for every customer that you guys to get, hell yeahs from, then we're going to, that equates tips.
Fantastic.
So,
Okay,
just so we don't actually have to count money.
Wait, team question. Do you think Bubs would decrease the
No,
tips?
decrease. That would decrease.
It will decrease.
That will decrease. Puud, I love Bubs. I do. But this isn't gonna work, I promise. Trust me, alright? You trust me, right? You do? Okay. No, please. Okay.
Should I make this shirt tighter?
If you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you
God,
like tie a knot,
imagine-
you like tie that like that knot in the front,
Imagine Peirs is too fucking ripped so it doesn't fit him.
Oh!
Okay, get those tips. Get those tips, Peirs.
Okay, I'm gonna
You're our secret weapon, Peirs.
And then I'm gonna take my sewing needle and I am going to attempt to make a bridge in between the part that doesn't fit.
Okay.
Sewing hack.
I believe actually Puud has the perfect needle for the job. If he wants to lend it to you, that will actually mend clothing, so you can actually tighten for it's the perfect for this situation actually. But I just thought it was like a fun
That's part of sewing kit.
I mean, I was going to use it for the bones, but I mean,
Please.
in case they get hurt, it's you. And
well, it has unlimited charges because it basically has a cantrip cost on it that just lets you attack larger spaces. So.
Fantastic. Thank you. And I'm going to make Pierce's shirt fit while still looking visually appealing.
So you can still see his abs, but it fits him a little better.
You can see a lot.
I just made it a crop top, but there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Gonna rip around the abdomen, and now it's a crop top. And be like, there, you're ready to go. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna have to draw this thumbnail. Guys, and
I've already started, but...
You've already started?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So sorry.
Thank you. Yup.
This may be the second most miserable experience of his life.
Oh no! I feel so bad.
No.
Second to like his
You
best
know
friend
what he's
getting
been
murdered
through,
in front of him.
I know what he's been through. I don't like comparing it to this, but
Well, not like the beginning part of his horrible life, but yeah.
The fun end part. The fun end. The whole... Anyway, no. Anyway.
No, we're not. We're not talking about it.
We're not talking about that right now. All right, so
We
here we
can't.
go. Tanar'ri's already started on the tips thing. All of you are dressed up nice and fine. I think we're gonna go through the same. We're gonna go through the same initiative order that I still have. If that's fair.
Oh
for you guys.
Jesus, that means I'm first.
Yep. So that means Peirs is first with that natural 20.
Peirs, go get up.
Alright, Peirs.
This is
Steven,
karma
you're
for
a
me laughing at
bastard.
Tanar'ri.
Yep. Listen, Saloon's getting all of you today.
Damn it.
Saloon is eating popcorn, but like in the
fuck
cereal
yeah.
plane right now.
She's not all dressed up. She's like somewhere in like a boogie, like fuck yeah, you know. All right, we're gonna start. Peirs.
Oh Jesus, Max, no.
There are tables.
No.
There are tables of men and women. None of them have discernible. Well, they all have different races. So I'm not going. You can go. Are you going to go for the ladies? Or are you going to go for the men? We're not going
I'm
to talk
going
about
for any.
any. Okay, so you're gonna walk up with the table. We're gonna go D6 if it's 1 to 3 girl. If it's 5 to hold up. How do I do math? 1 to 3. It's a girl. 4 to 6. It's a guy. There we go. That's how I do math. That's it too. So you're gonna walk up to a lady.
Oh my God, the drawing.
What?
You're welcome.
Okay, so
So you're gonna walk up to a
this
table
is-
with a lady. It's
this
very.
is something I want to do.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Describe everything and then I'll do it.
No, it's just I'm not gonna really go into detail with these NPCs. They're just like basic. Like you go up to a lady and she seems very interested the moment you walk up.
Okay, so I hate myself so much for this. I'm gonna roll a charisma to like
Yeah.
just fucking.
Yep. Do it.
Good, I did shit. This is fucking perfect.
What did you roll,
You
bud?
need the ab powers.
It is. Let's just say it's a single-digit number.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh.
No, it's a 4.
Okay. Plus your charisma modifier.
Yeah, that's all 4. It's just 4.
It's just 4. Okay.
Peirs, Daddy Peirs, no.
I feel like he should get like a +10 for his abs alone.
I mean, I'm giving him
Abs.
because of the abs and because she's already interested in you. This is going to damper it, but like you're pretty hot. Undoubtedly, I think the only reason he's probably the hottest character in this. Like,
Ouch.
hey, Raven's close, but
Yeah, wait. What is Peirs doing here? She work at the Dilf, what is it? Waffle House.
What the
That's
fuck?
Waffle House.
still waffle out.
I heard it was the cult. What was it? It was like a cult Waffle House or something like that.
Who knows?
I believe Waffle House just is a cult in real life. Though.
Yeah, that's true. As someone who,
Everywhere.
yeah,
As someone who has been a theater kid in there,
yeah,
I've never
I'm guessing you
actually
know.
been to a Waffle House
Yeah.
because they don't exist. But
they're a southern
You're
thing,
missing out.
southern
You're
U.S.
fucking
thing.
missing
yeah, I know.
You are missing out.
Rip. Yeah, we got IHOP.
They have IHOP.
IHOP's goes. IHOP's good.
IHOP is not the same.
Close enough.
IHOP is not the same.
We got
Energy
Denny's.
3 a.m., 3
It's
a.m.
completely different.
Yeah.
It is completely different.
Yeah.
Sorry, I want to see Peirs's.
Yeah,
thing.
Here's what
Yes,
you do.
sorry.
Describe
Okay, I'm
what you do.
Come on,
so
Daddy Peirs, you got this.
like just gonna.
Raven, do you want to give him
What do you-
inspiration?
Yes.
What do you do for inspiration as he leaves the locker room?
I would do the football smack on the ass.
Oh,
Is that a D8 or a
I don't like
D6 sort of
that.
inspiration that you have?
1 second. I don't remember off the top of my head because I never
don't trust the
inspiration.
digital
Yeah,
dice
I don't think
anymore.
this is the first time you've ever used inspiration, and you
I
are
think
bard.
so.
Question: Does
I am
everyone
a
want-
terrible bard.
Does everyone
This is
want
why
to
you
help
gained a
make
level in
this
Warlock, bitch. Ugh.
Exactly.
I can-
1
I can help.
second.
Okay.
Level
I-
4d6.
4d6.
No, so it's 1d6. You
Okay.
you can give a total of 4d6.
Okay,
so you're
cool.
only gonna give him 1.
Yes.
So add a 1d6 to that roll. Go for it. Add 1d6 to that 4.
7. It ends up being 7.
All right. What do you do?
This is the grown-ups movie where the guy with the hot abs walks up and he has a really high-pitched voice.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
What do you say?
He just
I'm
gets to the
I'm
table.
basically gonna ask for like one-liners, and then we're gonna keep going because that's the only way we can keep this going. I'm not gonna make you go through an all order.
No, I'm not gonna be very creative with this woman. He's just, like, try to lower his voice and just say, "What can I get you?"
And with Flora, she kind of like, I mean,
And like, he's gonna try to do the like Flynn Rider smolder.
Smolder.
no, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't exactly work in your favor with that role, but like, she's interested. All right. So that leaves Peirs' turn. That leaves Peirs' turn.
Okay.
That goes
Before
Raven.
Raven's turn. Before Raven's turn.
All right.
Sorry,
I
Puud,
don't know
before
who I'm
Raven's turn.
serving.
No, I want to do something.
Okay.
Here, I got this.
I'm gonna sit down, and then I'm gonna cast. Oh fuck! All right. I'm gonna pull out.
Wait, you did it?
Yeah, I did it.
Okay. Oh, this is such a waste.
That is
I'm
the
gonna pull
best
out
thing of all fucking
I'm
time.
gonna pull out one of the gemstones I still have,
Yep.
and I'm gonna use it to cast Eyes of the Lover.
Really? Are you kidding me? Oh no! Wait, tell me who Hilda is crushing on. Tell me who Hilda is crushing on.
Yeah.
You need to tell me.
Can we say this to your turn then? Because I thought you were going to do something before Raven.
Oh no, I am. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna look at who, like, in the place is like making googly eyes at who, so then I can tell who to go to which table, so then they can make the most tip possible.
I need that recon.
Okay.
Genius.
Okay. All right.
Do
so
it.
is Puud just gonna be like the man behind, you know, like the man behind the counter, you know?
I thought you were gonna say slaughter for like every single time there.
Yeah, I almost did, but I was like the computer.
Pudd's also
but like
gonna go out.
I mean, yeah. Okay. So, Puud, if you're gonna do this, I'm gonna ask you to do it on your turn then, because that's you're casting a spell. So technically, Raven, you just have to pick a random person because Puud hasn't cast the spell yet.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna make this happen on your turn.
Initiative. That's
There is initiative going on.
I have the last initiative.
I know you are. So it's gonna be the top of the next turn that you can tell where you can tell Peirs to go somewhere, so he gets advantage.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
Raven, go.
Okay. What
Man
table
or
am I
woman?
with?
What are you going for?
Don't care.
Don't care. All right. I'm gonna do the D6 thing again. You're going for a dude.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
I've got a great
it kinda
test as a record 10. So I'll walk up to his table. Evening, love. What can they get for you today?
Oh, you
my
have a
God.
whole different person going on there.
Oh my god.
Make a charisma check for me, I guess.
A
Or a
false-
performance. Make a performance check.
a
'Cause
performance
you're
check.
technically performing with a different accent. It's not.
Even better.
Yeah, you threw me through the hook.
Glad. Performance. Oh, perfect.
What do you get?
That is going to be a 21.
Perfect. V's very interested. Perfect. All right, and then so that brings it to. Hold on, I closed the initiative to read what you said in chat. Spark. Spark's turn.
Hey.
A man or woman? What are you going for? Dylan. If you don't care, I'm rolling for you.
I'll go to the woman.
Woman, you go and you find a lady who's sitting down. And she seems a little interested in this very this tabaxi, this person.
I
Show
mean,
it off to
I
her.
will say, even before we got to the Fem-Boy Hooters, Spark picked a persona that was her idea of beautiful. So it's designed to be a very, like, nice-looking, like, tabaxi.
Okay, she's a very nice looking tabaxi. Like, I'm just like, and then you changed it so you're like a little extra in the ass, you know?
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit of cake.
A little bit of cake, you know, just in case. Yeah, so, what do you say?
Okay, she's gonna take a deep breath, and then walk over and be,
Hi, welcome to Hooters. What can I get you today?
Alright, and roll for that charisma.
just big beaming smile.
Yeah, charisma or performance.
That is not good.
Okay.
That is a 6.
Yep, she's not as interested in women as she is in men. Sorry. Hilda. Men or woman?
It's fine, it's fine. When Puud comes, I'm gonna kind of, like, look back, like, anxiously, and hopefully Puud will, like, catch onto that and like take my table or something once he does this thing.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
No,
But I will take
Cut
the
is,
order.
Cut is a ladies' man, 100%.
If you okay,
Oh yeah.
if you want, when it becomes your turn, it's Hilda's turn right now.
Oh yeah.
Hilda, what are you doing?
So what kinds of patrons are left?
I'm not specifying. I do not have the DM power to specify what kind of race they are, but there are men and there are women.
Okay. I'll find a cute lady.
A cute lady. Walk up to her. All right. What do you say?
And I'll go.
You
up
guys
and
don't
I'll
need
just-
to introduce the Hooters every time. You guys could like do full one-liners or just like bad puns. It literally is everything on the table.
I'll druid craft a cute daisy
Ooh.
and like set it on the table in a wink, and then be like, "What can I get ya?"
All right. Make that charisma or performance check. I think, which I believe sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different. It's just.
She get advantage for the flower?
No, she doesn't have advantage to the flower.
No.
But you know, I don't know. It loosens the
Well,
deal a
that's
little.
a 2.
No.
Oh, well, it loosens the deal a little bit.
Hold on. I think I have something to add to that. Maybe. Let's see. +1, it's the 3.
She's not as interested as you would have hoped.
Tanar'ri is never.
It brings you a little bit of that rage from being rejected again.
Yeah.
But you've worked on it, so you're able to walk away. That makes it Tanar'ri's turn. What are you doing this time, bud? Are you still gonna try and lay it into the same guy?
He's already
Yeah,
given you
I'm
money.
gonna-
Move on.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, special deal for you, tip well enough, and maybe you can give me another tip later, and then I'm gonna walk over and help Spark.
That's my boy. I'm so proud.
Make me a charisma check? Or performance. Make me, I'm just gonna say all of our performance checks, because it's, yeah.
It's performance.
Because you're technically performing for these men. And women. And non-binary folk. Or whatever they are.
People.
That's a 13.
Alright. You already were pretty warm with him, so that, yeah. You already were pretty warm with him, so, you know, I mean, he's a fire genasi, but. Alright! Go, so that makes it Pud's turn. Pud, you're gonna cast the spell, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was
Alright.
gonna go help Spark, so you want me to do that this turn?
Yeah, sorry, what are you gonna do to help Spark?
So I was just gonna walk over, look at the girl that Spark is serving and be like, "Hey, sweetheart, how can I help you today?"
Okay, so you're just gonna, oh, so are you going for her again? Okay, so, I'll have to make that for your next turn then, because it's kinda like you get a tip on every turn, right?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, that's kind of how we're doing it.
Can
Yeah.
it please be Pud's turn?
Do the magic thing.
Do the magic thing. Tell me who Hilda is crushing on. Tell me. I'm so glad I
I want to
created
know who everyone is crushing on. Come
I
on.
am so
I
glad
know. I
created
have
this
art to draw.
If you are specifically crushing on someone, just like DM it to me. You know.
You get all kinds of relationships from this thing.
Yeah.
A lot of them are probably to be expected, I'll say that, but you get all kinds of recon from this
you
thing.
get blue familiar.
What kind of relationship?
Okay,
do
what
I
are
need to
what
know?
are the specifics
So-
of this
Okay.
thing?
So, here, I'm just going to read out the entire thing. So it's concentration for up to 10 minutes. You gaze beyond the material plane to discover the web of interconnections between souls. For 1 hour, you can view people around you as if they have translucent strings attached to them, representing their relationships to others. The strings are not physical and cannot be touched, damaged, or cut. The strings, which are different colors for the different kinds of relationships, will stretch towards the other person in a relationship. More than one string can stretch towards the same person. If two people are within 10 feet of each other, strings appear to connect. Though, strings do not have to be the same color to connect. A case of unrequited love, for example, may have a string where the half from one is red and the other half is yellow with a gradient in the center. A string disappears when one member of the relationship dies.
Oh no.
Yeah. So blue is familial, so like found family. Green is familial, as in like blood family. Red is romantic. Yellow is close friendship. Orange is distant friendship, and purple is enemy.
Okay.
That's not just like enemy, that's just a more antagonistic thing than other relationships.
Yeah. No, I get it. So there's definitely a lot of lovers, or definitely like crushes that are very much unrequited, as there's like some people that are definitely like looking out at some of like you guys in uniforms, and they're like, and you guys are like, there's definitely whatever Hilda decides to DM you.
Can you drop the list of the colors and what they mean in the chat? Because
it totally blanked, but I'm not going to tell you.
There we go.
Because his spell is really complicated.
Yeah, sorry.
Because this spell is really complicated, and with the scenario you're using with, I'm just gonna give you guys advantage if you guys if Puud points you in the direction of a person with
So I'm gonna just like look around, point out people to everyone who's
so if you go up to a person that Puud has pointed at, then you will get advantage on your performance check.
And then I will go up to someone who has a red tie to me.
Okay, well not this round because you use this round to cast your spell.
Fair point, okay.
Okay, does that make sense? I'm just trying to make it fair.
Yeah.
So now it's Peirs' turn, so you can point one out for Peirs. And so Peirs, if you want to approach, do you want me to just roll for you again? I'm just gonna roll gender for you. Okay, well let's do it this time. And you have advantage as you approach this gentleman.
Ooh, that is gonna be a 14.
Alright! Hey, that's better than last time.
It absolutely is.
That's a lot better than last time. Yeah. Alright. Alright, what do you say? What do you do? You're just gonna... Are you trying to save the same trick on a different crowd? Or...
Okay, now I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna kind of like... He's gonna kind of like sit halfway on the table and like, you know...
Alright!
And like just look at... How many people are there? Is it just one or...
I'll say there's like 2 dudes. And they're obviously just there for eye candy. They're very pleased. Alright.
God.
Alright. Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty much just the same line.
Yep, that's fair.
Alright.
Nope,
I don't need to repeat it.
No, you don't. I'm not gonna make you. Alright, so that goes to Raven, it's your turn. And if Puud points it out for you, you get advantage.
Okay, sorry, who am I serving?
It's a lady this time.
Alright, I'll walk
I'm literally
over.
just rolling a d6.
Alright. It's gonna be...
Performance.
Unnatural 20. Evening love.
Hell yeah, she is so into it. She's like, she was kind of looking at the other tiefling, and then you walk up, and she's like, oh, score!
Evening love. Oh no, your table's a tad dirty. Here, let me clean that for you.
Oh jeez.
I'm just gonna bend over and...
Spark's turn. You have advantage this time.
Hi. Yeah, I find the person that gives me advantage.
Yep. It's a dude this time, because I just rolled, and that's what it is. So.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna lean into the kind of the cat girl approach, because you know, Spark doesn't do. Spark is ace. We established this today.
We did establish this, talking about like pride stuff. Yeah.
So we're pushing the cute angle, in terms of, hi, how can I help you?
All right. Yeah. Roll with advantage.
I'm literally she's just being herself. She doesn't know.
Hey, that's fine.
Oh!
I mean,
Oh, thank God for the
she's
advantage.
very
Thank
charming.
God for the advantage. Thank God.
What did
The
you
other
get?
one was a nat 1. This one is now a non-natural 20.
Hell yeah! She's so interested in this little cat girl. She's like, or this guy, sorry, this is a gentleman. Yeah, he's interested. Alright, that goes to Hilda.
Definitely tracking wherever Puud directs.
Oh yeah, I assume.
And just the same line.
Yep. Okay, cool.
With the flower.
Flower with the flower. Alright. I mean, it's another woman. So go roll to that advantage. Oops, you didn't. Alright, sorry. That's in your rolling. Do. Actually, the spell is super interesting. I'm just reading it now and I'm like, wow. This could tell you a lot of things if you cast it in a different, if you cast it in a different situation. Because I'm gonna, like, obviously, this is...
with advantage.
This is the
with
most
advantage.
My total is 7.
I am fixing the spell right now, Max, by the way. I'm going in and fixing it.
Yep.
Cool.
Alright.
Also, talking like this isn't the best scenario for this spell.
It is a really creative use of this spell. I'm so proud.
No,
this is the first time anyone's ever used it. I am so proud.
I've never seen anyone use. I've seen this spell used once before in a different game, but for a completely different use. That's a long story.
Wait, in a different game?
Yeah.
How?
I
made this spell.
You made this spell? Oh, I played a similar game with a similar spell. Oh, I guess.
No,
it was a
I made
spell
this
that
spell
was
ages
basically
ago.
like there was a. I think there is a spell that's kind of like I wrote like a spell and it was like I was playing this one shot once with a bunch of friends and it was basically just kind of like I think it was more like I think actually instead it was just a zone of truth that it was like someone like had to sit down and ask, do you love me? And then they were like, yeah, and it was like kind of like emotional like that. I think it was just a zone of truth. I don't think it was a spell.
Okay, that makes more
obviously
sense.
it wasn't a spell, but no, it was very much like they used this, like, it was like a weird sort of zone of truth situation, but this is
Oh my
cool.
God, really, Paige? Really?
Yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 2.
Yikes. Listen, Hilda isn't...
The RNG does not like me today.
Yeah. Listen, Hilda's a little tense. It's coming out.
Probably distracted knowing, like,
everything that's going on, which I do not blame her at all. So that makes it Tanar'ri's turn.
Okay. So whether Puud pointed me in her direction or not, I'm gonna stick with the girl that wasn't
Okay.
really interested in Spark.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, hey there, and then I'm gonna drop the pencil, bend over
Oh
to
my
pick it
God.
up.
Tanar'ri is milking this.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to say everybody. Tanar'ri has been the most quiet bitch asshole this entire game, and he shows up. This is a whole new side of Tanar'ri that none of you have ever seen before, and neither have I, and I'm the GM.
So I'm just gonna go, sorry, I can be really clumsy sometimes, so, what can I get you?
My
Roll with
God.
roll with that advantage, because I'm gonna, is this the same girl, I'll say she's looking at you, so you get the advantage of Puud.
Okay. So, with advantage, that gives me a 21.
Yeah, oh fuck yeah, she's so into it. Alright, that's definitely a thing that's happening. Puud, it's your turn. Are you gonna go walk up to someone who thinks that you're just adorable? It's very much less romantic and more just kind of like a, oh, he's so cute!
Yes. So I'm gonna walk over and then I'm gonna have to like stand on my tippy toes to get my head just like slightly above the table because I'm not sure. I'm gonna be like, and then I'm gonna put my arms on top of the table and be like,
Hello. Hi there. What can I get you?
you know?
Oh my God.
Roll with advantage, bud.
Okay. Just a charisma check? Okay.
Yeah, well, it's performance.
Oh, ooh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, all of these are performance checks. I was gonna do charisma or performance,
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually it's the same thing, so I just went, everybody pick performance.
I rolled a 19, so 19.
Sick, yeah. They think you are the cutest little, like frickin', like, kobold they've ever seen. Yeah. Alright, so that's back to the top with Peirs.
Okay.
You do get advantage. You do get advantage. Do you want me to roll for if you're approaching a guy or a girl?
Yeah, it's gonna be 11. It's not bad, but
Oh, okay, so you walk up to another fella. You gonna hit him with the same line or mix it up? I'm leaving it up to you.
I don't know, it's really hard to top Steven. He's being really fucking good with this.
He is! I am
Hard.
surprised. I did
So,
not know.
Steven, I thought you
get a
didn't
job.
have
You
a
should get
job
an
since
actual
when the
job.
fuck have you been actually working?
Hey, Steven!
Yeah,
Where
do you, like,
do
what the
you
fuck?
work?
Yeah, where do you work?
Do you
Well,
still
you
tell the party?
Oh no.
I'm kidding. I do not have a job.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe I should get one when Fem-Boy Hooters opens up.
Stop.
Oh god.
I mean, hey, at this rate, you make good tips.
As soon as this bit started, I fucking tweeted at Hooters. I was like, "Yo, can I get a job?" Like, I will send the tweet in fucking chat. I legitimately did.
Hold up, I follow you on Twitter. Let me check this.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
It's fun. I never use Twitter, but when I do, sometimes I'll just see one of your tweets roll across my dash, and I'm like, oh, there he is.
They're the boy.
There's a boy. But I'll check it later. Are you mixing it up, or do you want to just hit it with the same line? I won't force you to do this, obviously.
No, right now I need to fucking think of something better. You can. It's just gonna be the same thing. I'll probably also.
Oh my god, that is perfect. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do the same thing. I can't. Like, it's really fucking hard to think about this.
I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna force you to do anything. Alright, so you hit up with the same line, and with that, they just seem fairly interested. It's not your best roll, but... you know. Alright, so that, next to the line, that does make it, Raven.
Alright.
You have advantage.
Is that spell still going on? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just go
when does
whoever.
it end? When does it end? When does it end?
What?
When does the spell end? How long does it
The
last?
spell ends in 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. Okay, so you guys have 10 minutes instead of an hour, but...
Yeah, it said an hour, but I realized it was fucked up because it said 10 minutes in the concentration and an hour in the description, but it is 10 minutes.
Okay.
I had to go back and fix that.
That's 10. Alright.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
So is the spell still going on, or?
Spell's still going on, you have advantage.
Okay, I'll go to wherever Puud tells me to go.
Alright, and it is a lady.
Lady? Getting all the ladies.
Alyssa, I just happen to be rolling ones whenever it's your turn and sixes whenever it's Peirs'. I'm not lying.
This is proof that men hate me.
I'll give you a dude if you want.
No, dude, it's okay.
Alright, I'm literally just rolling a d6 because I'm like, listen.
Evening, love. What can I get you started off with tonight?
Alright, and then you're just, make sure you hit him with the same line and kind of stuff. I roll for that with advantage.
Okay. Nat 20.
Yeah, 100%. They are into it. Alright, hold on.
Fantastic.
Also, I want to say you can go back and you can milk guests that you've already gotten. There we go.
Go
Perfect.
back and milk, yeah?
You
Yeah.
can go back because they're already interested in you.
Don't say it like that, please.
Don't.
No, maybe I
don't like
shouldn't.
that phrasing. I don't like that phrasing.
I didn't mean it like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Fair enough.
Anyway, you can go back and you can get more tips from previous customers you know you've done well with, and then you'll have advantage on that even after the spell ends. Which I think is fair.
Good.
But you won't get double advantage. I'll say that much.
That's fine.
Alright, perfect. So that goes to Spark's turn.
Okay, I am going to a table that I am good with.
Yep, take that advantage, though.
Yeah, I'm taking that advantage. Is this a new table or is this an existing person?
Do you want it? You could go to.
Does the person I am currently at look rich?
They look. Yeah, I think everybody you could ask for more tips from anybody in this. Yeah, they don't look particularly rich, but they do look like, when you're on vacation, you have like a little more money on you than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very much that. So if you want to keep milking them, you have advantage, but you also. Yeah.
Spark doesn't know how to flirt though.
That's you still have advantage. You still
yeah,
have
but like
advantage.
Spark doesn't know what to do. She's like, I got one sentence in.
Well, I
didn't know.
You can, if you want, you can glance around the table, glance around the room and look at Peirs and Tanar'ri for inspiration, and Raven for inspiration, because they seem to be doing it real well.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take their order, and then I'm gonna lean across that. Instead of letting them hand the menu to me, I'm gonna lean across the table and take it from them. And then when I get back to my usual standing position, I'm gonna do a little bounce, like a happy bounce, and be like, okay, thanks so much. I'll go put in this order. And then
All right, go for it. Roll with that advantage.
I'm trying to lean into that cute. I'm really trying.
You can do it. I believe
That's
in you.
the same number.
Okay.
15.
All right. They are interested in you. Hell yeah, they are.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
All right. That's sparking cannon. You cannot tell me otherwise. All right. That goes down to Hilda.
Doing great, Spark. Keep it up.
You at this point, you guys are basically, you have your own jar, and at this point, you can tell that it is halfway full.
Nice.
Good.
Halfway full, guys. All right, Hilda, it's your turn.
We might make it.
Yeah, do we know how much time we have left?
It has probably been around 30 minutes, I'll say. Or, so I'll say, Puud, you didn't cast it right away. So you guys had about 10 minutes at the start. This is Pud's turn. I know rounds you should go by for 6 seconds, but I'm gonna say every turn is instead 2 minutes. So it's been around, so every round is about 12 minutes. Because you have to it takes a while to take someone's order. So every round is about 2 minutes in this setting. So, and you guys have gone through 3 rounds, correct? So.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright. Halfway through time.
Yeah.
With my flower bit not working out so well, I'm gonna kind of glance around and I'm gonna try to copy what Tanar'ri did with the pencil.
Oh my god.
Yep, go for that. And you also have advantage.
Thank God for advantage. The first one was a 1.
Okay, perfect. For this, I'll let the advantage from Pud spell go on for 1 more round, and if you guys don't get it by then it's gonna be over, and you guys can go back and then go back to tables that have already liked you, and then you can keep getting tips from there with advantage, or you can go to new ones where you don't get advantage anymore. Because I think if it lasts 10 minutes, this is about as long as it lasts, unless you're gonna recast.
That's a 12.
Oh no.
Alright, no, that's actually, they seem a little interested. They seem a little more interested in you than the last 2 tables did. So maybe that was the right move. Alright. They seem a little more interested in that. I believe that was better than before. Alright, so now it's back to Tanar'ri's turn. What do you got for me this time, bud?
Oh, did my turn get skipped?
Oh, no, you're after Tanar'ri. You're last in the order. This is Hilda just went.
Oh.
Sorry.
So,
it's okay, bud.
My bad.
do we still have Pud pointing us in?
Yeah, Pud's gonna point you in the right direction this time, and then I believe after this round it's gonna fall out. So Pud gets 1 more with advantage, and then it's gonna fall out.
Alright, good.
So let's start by seeing if I'm pointing to a guy or girl.
All right, it is a nice lady.
Okay. So I'm gonna go over and say, hello, welcome to... Oh wow, it's not often we have guests that look better than the food here. What can I get you?
Oh,
Damn!
damn!
Well, you are killing it!
You are
What the
killing
hell?
it, dude! I mean, you have advantage on that, so I can't give you more
Tanar'ri
advantage.
didn't need our help. Tanar'ri didn't need our help.
Literally.
He's gonna win this on his own.
I mean, at this
Probably.
point, he's the only one with 0 fails.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Hey,
him
I
and
failed?
Raven also has 0 fails.
I haven't failed yet.
And the streak should continue with an 18.
Well, technically, yes! Yeah, that continues. Well, technically, Puud, you missed out on your first round for casting the spell. So that's why you missed your first one. So that's why you have
Okay.
technically one. But it's not technically a fail. It's just you didn't talk to somebody. Which is fine.
I hope the team is worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know. No. It's definitely worth it with giving them this advantage. All right. Yeah. I mean, hell yeah. She's very flattered by that one. Yeah, 100%. All right. Hold on. Oh god. All right. So it goes to Pud's turn.
All right. Question:
Yeah.
Has Wizard and Lizzie arrived yet?
Oh right.
Oh yeah, we get free tips from them. Yes.
Okay. Yes, they do walk in. But then they are seated as guests.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna head over to their table. And could I also get just like their connections as well?
Oh.
So definitely you get Wizard as an old friend to you. But there is purple energy coming from Lizzie connecting both of you.
Yeah, as I expected. That's fine. I will walk up and say,
Hello there. Welcome to Fem-Boy Hooters. What can I get you today? Could I offer you the special of...
and then I'm gonna wink at them, and then I'm gonna pass some gold onto the table.
How much gold are you putting on the table? You guys are about halfway there. You're just a little over halfway there.
I'll give them like 30 gold.
Okay, 30 gold. Alright. And you're just gonna ask them, please put this in my tip jar. It's basically what you're asking. Okay, roll with advantage, as you also have it. I mean, you don't technically have advantage, but because of the gold, you do. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll for me with advantage. 'Cause...
Well, I got a 12, so...
Alright, you know what? That's pretty good. You are gonna get a pretty good tip on this one, just because you're using your own money. Alright, and actually with that does cover all of your tips, and you have made 200 gold. In about...
Keep going.
So it's been about 45 minutes, and you guys have managed to rake up 200 gold.
So now whatever gold we get is just extra that we get.
Yeah, and then you guys can take it. If you guys want to keep
God,
going,
I had
you
a
guys
good
can
one
make
next
up. If you guys
time.
can make it, you guys can make up more tips, and then you'll actually get money. Or we can stop here.
Keep doing
and you guys...
Keep going!
At this point, you guys can look at it, and Levi has kind of looked over. He hasn't said anything to you to stop, but you guys, I'm assuming you guys are going through. You're counting all of the money on the bills to make sure you have enough. So at this point, you would have known.
We lost Paige.
No!
Oh no!
Oh, rest in peace.
No! We're not even at 10 o'clock yet. That's fair. She had some things going on today anyway, but that's okay. So Hilda has dipped. So I'm gonna roleplay as Hilda today.
Oh, do we get to hear your Hilda voice then?
No way.
Go for it.
Aww.
We already did this in the beginning. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again, guys. All right. So you guys keep going, and you can make actual gold. But it is Peirs' turn. So Peirs, you see at this point you are allowed to run and hide back in and go get your armor at this point if you want. Someone like Tanar'ri and Raven, I am assuming you guys might go for another round to get money for yourself.
I actually came up with a kind of decent one, so I just want to play that out.
Oh, hell yeah, you can, buddy.
So, okay. Just, roll.
Yeah, go for it. Roll with that.
Please. Oh, thank God, that's a 17.
That is.
Oh, thank God, this wouldn't have worked if
This
it
is
was
also-
lower.
This is okay. That's good. You're also talking to a gentleman. So I rolled another fucking 6.
Okay, so can I use like either thaumaturgy or prestidigitation to clean myself up and make my eyes look really nice?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay,
Easy.
so I'm gonna do that, and when I walk up to the table, he's gonna pull his shirt down just a little and say, "Oh, sorry, it's just a little hot in here," and like basically exposing more of his body.
Yeah, and with that roll, he's very interested. At this point, I'm just gonna start giving you. So, okay, you're gonna get 18 gold into your inventory. 18 gold strictly just you. Alright, Raven.
Raven? Okay.
If you want to
who
keep
am I
going, you can
going to?
also stop. You can stop at this point.
Yeah, I want to go one more round.
Alright, Hilda is going to stop after this round. She's had very little luck.
Alright.
I think.
Who am I going to?
Alright, give me a gentleman.
A gentleman?
A gentleman. I rolled a 5.
Fantastic. Gonna roll. Sorry, I lost my stats. Performance. Okay, that is a 25.
25. Alright.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna walk over.
Oh, but
Evening,
you don't
Mom.
have
You
advantage
need help
anymore.
with the menu?
You don't have advantage anymore.
Okay.
So I just wanted you to know.
That wasn't with advantage.
Good.
Okay. I'm walking over. I'm going to bend over to her. Hello, love. Do you need help with the menu? And I'm going to lean in a little closer, and I'm going to point out a couple suggestions while biting my lower lip suggestively.
Why did I let
And
this
I'm going
happen?
to grab his hand, and I'm going to guide him to one of the options on the menu, and I'm going to go and say, "I suggest this one, love."
And I think it's only fair that you get.
Whenever you're ready.
I think it's only 25. That you get 25 gold to your inventory.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Alright. Okay. That makes it Spark's turn. You are allowed to take it off now.
Spark is dipping out. Spark is leaving. She is like, nope,
Spark's like,
nope, hate this,
peace.
nope.
Hilda's going to follow you out back to the change room. At this point, the actual workers have kind of gone back to doing their normal routine. So, like Luca and Owen kind of go back and start helping their own tables. Tanar'ri, you want to keep going?
Okay, who am I going to? Man or woman?
Oh, also at this point, you'll notice that the green sort of glow from all of your ankle bracelets has died down, and they look like, and you guys all hear like a little click noise, so you could take them off.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so if you're dipping out, you can take them off. But it's hard to take them off while you're still waiting people, so you're gonna have to wait till you get back to the change room to take them off. So yeah.
So, would my next person be a man or a woman? 'Cause
It is a gentleman.
Gentleman? Okay, I'm gonna go over looking at my notepad the entire time. I'm gonna be like, hello there, sir. Would you like to hear today's specials? There, and then I'm gonna look up at him and be like, I hope you served on a silver platter.
I hate this.
I want to give you
hate this.
advantage. I want to give you advantage.
I hate this.
I hate it too, but I'm like, this is real good.
I'm coming for your left shoes and I'm shitting in them, buddy.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, roll for that, bud.
When you can flirt better in a fucking role-playing game than in real life.
Yikes.
Damn,
So is that with advantage?
No, not anymore. But
Then I only
unless you
got an
go back
11.
to one of the guys you've already seduced, then you do get advantage. But you said this was a new guy, so you don't get advantage.
Yeah. In that case, it's
Oh.
only an 11.
Still doing pretty good. You do manage to make 17 gold from that. I'm giving you a lot because that's pretty fucking good. Alright, Puud, are you dipping as well? Or
well, if I'm aware that the thing
Yeah.
has like stopped being a thing, I'm gonna go up to like one last table, and I'm gonna.
Hello there. I am offering a special service today. I know that you probably want to, shout shout your love to some of the servers here, correct?
Okay, are you going, hold on. Yeah, so it's just like some guy and he looks down at you and he's just like, not really?
No, be honest. Come on. You want to shout some dirty things, right? Just
She's just looking real uncomfortable as you're, like, he's just looking at this, like, tiny kobold and he's just like...
no, not just me, but at others. But like, right?
I
won't say anything. I can help.
Sure.
All right, watch this.
And I'm gonna cast silence, so it's targeting only like us in the area. And before I do, I'm gonna be like,
this will make it so you can shout anything you want. All right.
And then I'm gonna cast it, and then I'm gonna like shout, and then nothing's gonna come out. So he's gonna know like, oh shit, this works. And then I want to know like right before like as he's shouting. So does he shout?
Roll a persuasion check.
I want to give him advantage if I
That's a
see what he's
natural
doing.
20.
What?
Yeah,
What did you roll?
natural 20.
Hell yeah!
There's been so many.
As I
fucking
hear
natural
Caleb's
20s.
soul leave his body.
Aw.
Yeah, this man just opens his mouth and you can just see him begin to shout things.
All right. As he does that, I'm gonna cancel the spell and walk off back to the back room.
He just starts yelling. I don't even want to say what he starts yelling, but it's not fun.
Say
And
it.
everybody in the store just stops and looks at this man. He realizes what's happened, and then he goes, and he gets up. He's going to try and charge at you, Puud.
Oh.
Wait, who is this comment directed at? I gotta know.
Just generally, he's
Was
like,
it just the general yelling?
it was kind of just general yelling, beyond like, fucking, you got like nice ass and shit. It was, yes, but more graphic, I guess, because he got a natural 20 and a little bit more personal. Directed at,
Gross.
I guess, Levi?
Alright. So, well, because fucking silence is like an invisible, like just clear thing, like you can't tell when it's like happening, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to purposefully get hit by it, and then I'm gonna pretend to be like, oh, I'm getting hit, and then like ask, and then like reach out.
So
and
are you
pretend to be
gonna let him hit him? Are you gonna let him hit you?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Alright, cool. Take 8 points of damage. As he just like punches you in the back of the head.
Cool. Alright, and does the one guy do anything about it?
Yeah, Levi's gonna walk up and he's gonna go, hey, you can't touch people. He's just like, but he fucked me. He's just getting aggressive. He's just like trying to like sort of get out of Levi's grasp because Levi has him like clamped in his arms, and he's just like, you can't do that to our boys. And he goes, and he just tosses this guy out.
No, Levi. I have an idea. Why don't you have him work for you as well?
He goes, I don't want someone like this working for me. At least
Oh, but you wanted.
Well, you guys wanted to work here. He looks over at Tanar'ri, who's still leaning over a table. Like, I mean, yeah. So he's just like, I mean, you guys wanted to work here.
Again, I want to get him
He throws
into
the guy out.
servitude.
I only wanted to work here to clean up my party member's mistake. This has been a dishonor.
Yes, do you have anything? I just got decked in the face, and I am quite injured. Do you have anything?
I'll heal you.
We
Give
have
me a
ice packs in the
second.
back room.
But do I get any compensation for this?
No. You're the ones who broke into my store.
We didn't break in. We were paying customers.
We
For
were.
a party member acting
not
like an
there.
idiot.
How about this? Can we just get our food? Because we never actually got it.
Yes. Okay, I'll give you guys your food and then you guys can leave. Consider it on the house since you'll pay for it with your tips.
Deal.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Avengers shawarma scene in the locker room of the Fem-Boy Hooters.
Putt, are you just gonna head back to the locker room at this point?
Yeah.
Alright.
Probably.
So that leaves Peirs, Raven, and Tanar'ri on the floor.
No, he's going back. He's leaving
Yeah.
after that. He's
Raven's done.
Alright. Tanar'ri, you done?
I'm gonna go back to all the people that I managed to get good tips from, and I'm gonna just slide each of them a note with where we're staying.
Well, you guys are
And then I'm
staying at
gonna
the
go-
saloon temple.
Yeah, so I'm gonna slide each of them a note that just says, like, staying at the Saloon Temple. And then I'm gonna head back.
Dude, Tanar'ri got game.
You do.
No, Tanar'ri got a bouncy castle room, and he's messing with a bunch of people. Leading them on.
Okay, but think about it like this. That just kind of sounds like a fun time. Let's be honest here, right?
Gain 41
Does-
gold. 41 gold to Tanar'ri. 41 more gold to the Tanar'ri. Because you're going back and getting everybody, I rolled for tips, and you get 41 gold in total from everybody.
goddamn.
That's
So
impressive.
I'm assuming you're doing it like a little flirty. Just like a little. You're not just putting paper on tables and doing your things. You're doing it a little flirty, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm, like, bending over,
Yeah.
winking,
So
yeah,
biting
that's
my
exactly
lip.
what
yeah.
you're gonna get 41 more gold on top of that, and then you guys can head back to the locker room.
God.
So in total,
Okay,
you
I'm
guys.
I'm gonna heal Pud quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna heal Pud with a healing word quick because
Alright,
he was
that's fair.
decked.
I could. Thank you. I guess.
Okay, that is going to be a X. That's gonna be 8 hit points.
Hey, perfect.
That-
That's exactly the damage that I did to him. You are back to full, bud. You should be anyway. Alright, so you guys get back all dressed as your normal
Okay.
clothing.
I want to make a point that Peirs tears the shirt off.
Like, into, like, Superman style?
Yeah. No. Yes. Absolutely. Like he just takes it by the collar and fucking rips it in half.
Now you have a Fem-Boy Hooters vest.
Sorry about that, Pierce.
I don't. I want to leave.
You guys are
I'm
allowed
ready
to
to coach
leave.
you.
Insert
Raven's
Eric Andre.
gonna-
Let me out.
Raven's gonna take his anklet that the prison mod whatever it is, like that ankle mod.
But I know, trust me. I just think it's hilarious. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Raven's gonna take that ankle monitor
Yeah, it's
and
kind
he's
of...
gonna chuck it at Tanar'ri's head.
Same.
Tanar'ri make 2 dexterity saving throws? Or no, I guess
Can I make a
both
throw?
of you
to
make
see if I hit him?
ranged attacks with I guess improvised weapons. So
Um,
both of you make attack rolls, and then we'll see if it gets us armor class. We'll do that because this is an attack. This isn't a saving throw.
Okay. What modifier am I using?
Yeah.
I guess this is just your dex or your strength, depending on how you throw it. You're just chucking something.
Yeah. No, just.
What or okay.
God, that
Just-
probably
it's
doesn't
just-
hit.
It's you're not used to throwing things, so it's just like plus your strength, roughly.
Strength or dex?
Probably
Just
strength.
Be
Probably
a big
strength.
difference.
Probably strength, because you're just chucking this at him, right?
Unnatural 20.
12.
Okay, so I'm assuming that Ravens clunks him right in the noggin, and that's gonna do. Oh, damn it! I rolled really bad. That's gonna do 3 hit points to him of just damage. As Tanar'ri, you get hit in the head with one of these ankle monitors. Ah,
See?
yeah. I don't think a 20 is gonna get past your armor class. What is your AC?
15.
Yeah, so Peirs misses as he throws it, and you kind of just like lean your head out of the way, but then as you lean, it just kind of like Ravens just clocks you right in the forehead.
I'd hold my hand up for a high five with Raven.
I return it.
High five. Hell yeah. I mean, he kind of deserved it. But you guys are free, and also this technology that is tied around your ankles are like, it's this weird mixture of magic and science that I don't think anybody's ever experienced anything like this before. As much as they are used as, to keep you working for the Fem-Boy Hooters, they are strange and they're like, almost like, they almost look like almost looks like military gear in like, it's like geometric designs. Not one that you would recognize, but you can probably tell that this is probably used to keep like prisoners in check and stuff. Like, like when people go underneath house arrest and stuff, like there's like, yeah,
it's literally a house arrest anklet.
It is, yeah. But like this is like, I mean, in this world, technology is not a big thing yet. Like electricity and elevators are like super popular in Vahara, but they're not popular everywhere else in the world. So there is technology in this world, but it's not as popularized as, say, like, there's like electricity isn't something that everybody has yet,
So this is like weirdly high tech.
It's weirdly high tech, yeah. It's a little clunky, but it's like weirdly high tech compared to like things that you've seen before. And you've seen like magical weapons and artifacts, and you've seen plenty of stuff. This seems much less magical and much more just science. But you guys could take one with you if you want, or you could just leave everything here. You guys can also take your uniforms with you and add that to your inventory if you want. I already said that earlier, but I'm repeating.
Alright.
Or you can leave it here. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm pushing that out of my mind.
Yeah, and you guys are welcome to leave.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
No.
And you guys get like little like cardboard boxes of your food that's all nicely warm and packed up to you as you walk out. The pink-haired elf that just greeted you when you guys first walked in kind of like hands each of you like your little bags of food as you walk out, and he's like, "Sorry about that. Levi can be a little hard sometimes, but he means well. I mean,
is there a house arrest anklet on this kid's?
No, he seems to be there. Like he wants to be there. Like obviously, he's probably the only one that you can see actually enjoys his job. Even like Levi doesn't seem to enjoy it. He's just like, he kind of was forced into the manager position, but it's
why? What happened?
Well, our Hooters is kind of owned by someone, and he kind of was just happened to fall into position. Even though I really wanted the manager job, and I really was trying to beg for it, and work for it, and he got it. I'm a little salty, but I don't want that to get me down.
Caleb,
I'm sure you'll get it this time.
Caleb, I'm going to ask this NPC this question, and if the answer is what I think it is, I'm going to die. Who was the old manager? Do you know?
The old manager, but like before
yeah.
Levi? I didn't think about this far.
I mean, if you don't have an answer, that's okay.
Hold on, racking my brain. Well, the old manager, his name was Peter. He moved over to Patala to deal with some other stuff. He was always really quiet to himself, but I don't know. Here's another NPC that happens to live in Patala that is kind of important, but maybe not. Fuck it. He canonically worked at the Fem-Boy Hooters at one point in time. Why not?
Nice.
Yeah, shrugs. I'm not going to say
okay.
Caleb was the last manager.
I was so hoping you would say Caleb.
No, I am not. I mean, Caleb might exist in this world, but he doesn't work at the Fem-Boy Hooters.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well,
I'm not stooping down to your level. I am the god of this world.
Oh, excuse me. You made the Fem-Boy Hooters.
I did.
You are already on this level. You don't get to knock this off. No.
Well, the answer is his name's Peter. And he moved over to Patala, so we haven't seen him in a while. But he was good. Now Levi's here, so but.
Well, maybe you'll get the promotion next time. Anyway, thanks. I
Yeah,
think we should go home.
For that.
He waves you guys goodbye, and you guys have food. So you can finally eat. You can find there is a sort of small park space that you guys can find.
Is there a therapy room in this wacky hotel?
I mean, you could probably find a therapist
Any room can be a
office.
therapy room if you open up to the right member of the party. Wink.
True.
It's
But
me.
if you guys want to, you guys can find there is like
therapist.
in the center of the town there is like a small like garden area where there's like paths and benches and trees and like there is like a small grassed area that does look like it's kind of like there's a lot of like centered over top of it to try and keep the grass growing in like in the middle of a mountain. But it's
Did
doing
you
this
say
best,
there's
and it's
cats in this garden?
it's not
Like fluffy cats.
what like
I heard cats.
no. It's like there's grass that's growing inside of
I
a
thought
mountain,
you said
and so
there
there's
was
lots
cats.
of lights centered around it. There's no cats. I mean, you guys are cats, but that's beside the point. You're not
I was
a cat
about to
right
grab
now.
one and swim into it like a pillow.
But no, there's like a few people walking around the park. If you guys want to go to this park area, you guys can eat. Just like take 5 after that stressful and scarring experience. You guys could take 5.
Like I said,
there.
Adventure Forma.
You see, actually,
There's
across
nearby.
the street from the park, there is like you guys see like almost like a Ferris wheel and like a roller coaster off in the distance, and you can hear like the quiet screams of like people just having fun. But
What time is it? Out of curiosity.
probably because you guys spent a little over an hour at Fem-Boy Hooters, and probably around like 2 or 3 feet, like around like 2:30 right now.
Only 2 in the afternoon.
Well, you guys showed up. You guys showed up at Fem-Boy Hooters around like 1. You spent an hour there, and I'll say you guys spent an hour and a half, so it's about like 2:30, almost 3 o'clock.
Oh, I understand logically how it is only about 2:30 in the afternoon, but
If you
can't
guys
understand.
If you guys just
mentally.
want to do bullshit at the park, we can time skip till later. And that's up to you. Vahar is huge. You guys can do a lot here. It is very packed. If you guys just want to do bullshit and waste time, I'm okay with that.
Sorry, that's a Vari voice. That's not a Spark voice.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's already a lot of excitement for one day.
I hate owls. No offense, Bob.
I started
Never
this
trust
day.
cute logos. Never.
Right? I started this day a lot more optimistic about this city.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm still having a blast.
Glad you had fun, buddy.
My day went from making fun of Tanar'ri to be forced into slavery again.
Oh no!
Wait, again?
Again?
Again.
What is this day? I just
Hold on, you don't just get to pretend that you didn't say that, right? Like we're not gonna.
I think
Yeah,
we're gonna
Peirs, you can't just drop that and not say anything about it.
Well, I mean, that's how I gotten into the military. You know, you get abducted from your town after they burn it down. Then they put you
Your
in slavery.
experiences are not universal.
I thought you meant you got into the military through Fem-Boy Hooters. My bad.
No.
No, God.
No.
The army will not recruit from Fem-Boy Hooters.
That's a lot.
Wait,
They gave me an ultimatum.
Oh, an ultimatum. I know what those are.
Yeah, they said continue to be a slave and die or be a part of the military.
Also, Peirs, I want to ask you something. When we were in the place and I saw the strings, you had a red string that was just heading far off into a different direction.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Oh shit, I forgot a string or 2. Hold on.
Yeah, it's messing me that stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot a lot of strings, but
I thought the strings were only within like 10 feet.
No,
they connect within 10 feet. Technically, you could have an infinite amount of strings attached to you, but like it's your personal preference of like your priorities.
Yeah, So it's like whichever relationships you want to share is basically you can send a little list of messages.
Also things that are relevant. Like Spark has a lot of family, like blood family, but those aren't super relevant.
Yeah, blood.
So you get I only give like the couple that are relevant, or maybe that he's in town. So it's I'm assuming you gave him
that's
that
the one I forgot. That's the one I forgot. So I'm going to put that in there.
That one.
I don't know. I was very stressed in the middle of Fem-Boy Hooters.
It was a very stressful experience. Let's just play some nice Zen music. I don't know. I've never edited music over like these, but maybe I'll try to edit music as you guys are just vibing in a park, Go from Fem-Boy Hooters, if I can the chicken, that one song that's do 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 do, go from that to just Zen tea party music, because we need a break. But yes.
Okay, well is that something that happens a lot to people, Peirs?
No, that part of the continent I'm from was stuck in a civil war for I don't know if it's still going on, but unfortunately the town I grew up in was caught in the middle of them.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's it's just how the world works. Things happen.
Is that how the world works?
Some of it.
Well, sorry for focusing on that and really bringing the already terrible mood down. Oh boy, it's been a day. And we still have stuff left in the day. Oh my god.
Well, I have some stuff I wish to do.
What do you want to do?
Oh, I have to find a place where they sell the potions.
Like what potions?
Like potions.
Just any potion?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go do that. You all can have fun. Just let me
Not
know
split up. Maybe we shouldn't split up. I feel like that's a bad idea.
Well, does anyone want to come with me?
I'm going with Puud. I'm looking for a very specific kind of potion.
I don't trust you. I do not trust you.
Well, you don't trust anyone, so...
Guys, I know we gave him a lot of shit between 2 nights ago and this. I think we should just let him have a break. Tanar'ri, go with Puud.
Come on, let's
have fun. You know what?
Let's have
Peirs
fun.
can trust him. I'll let him have the benefit of the doubt.
Alright, I'll go with them.
Hi there. So this is the end of part 1. Part 2 should already be up on the channel if you want to check it out. There will be a trigger warning at the beginning of that video, so just a warning. But I just want to let you know I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.